All right, sorry about that. This should work now, right? I don't know what happened with OBS, but OBS has stopped working and then it won't work again. Am I on the right one? Do we got viewers? Are we freaking live? Okay, we're back. Goodness gracious. All right. It was a whole thing, man. This was a whole thing. All right. So we're back. I don't know why I did that. We'll figure it out later. But hopefully this should work out now. Tell your friends we back. Tell your friends we back. Oh, let me get a link for this. That was weird as hell what happened. I don't know what happened. Gillette, the best a man can get. Gillette. All right, so the Seahawks just took their pick. No quarterback. No quarterback still. So that's still on the board for the Cleveland Browns. Winfrey or Ajabu? It's tough. I would take Winfrey because no bird in hand. He's going to be good right now. Bird in hand. I would take Winfrey. Why is this? Yeah, why is it flipped? That's got to be a YouTube decision. Feel that? That's your body, baby. Listen to your body. Feel your power. We're picking for Pickett now, and we picking Pickens. Is the pick Pickens? It could be. I mean, we're right there now at this point. We're at a good spot at 44. Boom! I was able to boost my credit score 21 points using Experian Boost. I don't feel good about this angle. Like at all. Boost your credit scores instantly, free. Go to Experian.com/boost now. Do you think any of us will look back in our lives and regret the things we didn't buy? Or the places we didn't go? It's like the second I tweeted the link to Twitter, it crashed. 2022 NFL Draft, which is weird. Presented by Courtyard by Marriott. We are back. We've had our fourth trade of the day already. The Minnesota Vikings are on the top. In fact, their pick is in. Now let's look at your best available. Here we're talking about Seattle. National quarterback in the second round. They picked the early third. They got Russell Wilson in the third round, not the second. The third round, just like Dak Prescott. Kirk Cousins were both first round picks. So Malik Willis and that. Yeah, let's try it again. By the way, 392 people, 119 likes. Let's get it up. Let's get that up, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. And that's Mel's best available, brought to you by Courtyard by Marriott. The Vikings took Lewis Seen last night. For Lewis Riddick, where do we expect them to go here? Well, you know what? I still think they need more secondary help. But Lewis Seen, he's got a great first name, although he's spelled a little different. But he gives an absolute hammer. And I don't appreciate the cheap shot at the University of Pittsburgh, Mel. I will get you back for that. I will remember that, because I do hold grudges. Defensive back still needs to be. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's weird. All right, Minnesota about to pick. Browns are up in 2 picks here. Tell your friends, come to the stream. Almost 500 of y'all. I think we peaked at 800 last time. Let's get up to that number, man. This is crazy. We didn't have this many people when I played in the Super Bowl. All right, make the pick. And you know, I gotta tell you, finding a Viking purple sport coat is not easy.
I bet. Good job, man. Oh my gosh, boy! If you don't make this damn pick,
I was drafted by the Minnesota Vikings.
This ain't your acceptance speech, homie.
I know what you're thinking. I look pretty good for my age.
That ain't what we thinking.
But it was nothing like this. I was in my little apartment in Ithaca, New York, at Cornell University, and Jim Finks, the general manager, called and told me, "Congratulations, son. You've been drafted by the Minnesota."
Oh my God, there's other. Let me go.
I'll be honest, they weren't on the top of my list for teams I wanted to be drafted.
What is going on with my channel right now?
In fact, there was only one team that I wanted to be drafted by less. But I'm not going to mention Green Bay. I see those cheeseheads over
Pat
there.
McAfee, this man is not.
Anyway, it was a great experience. Got to play in 2 Super Bowls, and now, 50 years later, here I am in front of all you folks. This is really exciting for me. So, as a ex-former Minnesota Viking and former head coach at Blue Mountain State.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, we got to have some GOAT fans out there. Go Goats, baby. Anyway, I can't read the card. She wants me to read the card. All right.
There we go. Read the card, homie. Read the goddamn card, homie. Play the music. Come on.
No.
This is not improv hour, homie.
42nd pick in the 2022 NFL draft. The Minnesota Vikings select defensive back Andrew Booth from Clemson.
You know how mad I would have been he would have did that just so I could find out Perrion Winfrey gone.
5 interceptions, 68 tackles in 3 seasons at Clemson. Mel, I think almost all of us thought he would be long gone by now. Our draft predictor only had a 24% chance that he would still be available at this point in the draft. Yeah, I think the ball skills and the talent certainly, Brady, are evident with Andrew Booth Jr. Now, he had the sports hernia injury. He should be fine coming off that. But you expected Andrew Booth Jr. this year to be the lockdown corner that Sauce was, that Derek Stingley was in 2019.
Homie thought he was doing the stand-ups.
Games where he showcased that type of ability. Turns easy, runs with the fastest of the receivers, and he will come up and he will smack you, he will hit you. Very aggressive corner. I think when you look
That is wild, dog. Like that man said, I'm gonna get my 15 minutes in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get these 15 minutes in. Damn it.
One-handed interception in the end zone. He's a remarkable talent, but he can really solidify a little bit more of a level of consistency at the pro level. He can be a good corner in this league. All right, the Giants are up and they're ready to go.
All right. Is that Jesus? No, that's Barrow. Okay. He actually does comedy. He didn't take forever. Okay. We got Pickens here. So I said that pick was spoiled for me like 10 minutes ago on Twitter. It took that long for it to get the official, man. Yeah, that man whole presentation by like 25 minutes. I don't like it. Wendell Robinson just went there. All right, so George Pickens is here, who I like. All the tackles I like in that second patch are here right now. Ooh, we got a 50 bomb. Hold on. We got a 50 bomb from Joseph. Says, what do you think the Browns' main focus in this draft should be? Are they going to go player available? They have a lot of holes to look to fill. I think best player available is Perrion Winfrey. So I'm the wrong person to ask on this, but I appreciate the 50 bomb, Joseph. But I would go Perrion Winfrey. I would absolutely go Perrion Winfrey. Hey, I should really take Baker Mayfield off the goddamn super chat, right? Like that should probably let me do that right now. We'll replace him with Miles. Yeah, let me replace him with Miles. Actually, I can ask the chat. Nah, because y'all gonna put a meme up there. Y'all gonna mess around, get me in trouble or something like that. Trying to put y'all in charge or something. I can't trust y'all. Can't trust chat. All right, the Browns are on the clock. Alert box. Yeah, I know how to use it. Layout. Alert box. Okay, yeah. Test super chat. That's a test. That I didn't actually give my. I'm testing it. Okay, I did change it. I changed it to Nick Chubb. Okay, I thought it was still Baker Mayfield. Cool. Okay, that's much better. We got that one in the bucket already. But Wills is still there. That's crazy. 20 euros from Andrew Johnston, who says, just a thanks for your reason commentary. Always wait to hear what Quincy has to say. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate that love. Appreciate the 20 euros, man. Appreciate you watching from over there on that other side of the globe. Chris Gustafaro with the super chat. Why do you think Malik Willis has dropped this far? I don't know. I didn't see this one coming. Maybe everybody maybe this is we should have saw coming because everybody handled the quarterback situation before the draft. I mean, when it was this hard to trade Baker Mayfield, maybe we should have saw that as a sign to come that, hey, it might not just be Baker Mayfield that's going to have a hard time finding a place to play at the quarterback position. It might be everybody. That's what we might be finding out, right? So everybody's kind of set on what they're going to do at quarterback. It was an unusually full quarterback year, right, to get a quarterback. So maybe that's it. Other than that, I have no other solutions I can offer for you why he's dropping this far. All right. Don't spoil these chats. I'm not looking at chat. Chat's going to spoil this for me. Of course, they went to damn commercial break. Oh, the Browns traded this pick to the Texans? They traded this pick? For what? What did we get? All right, if the Browns get Winfrey, my wedding reception will be at the First Energy Stadium. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, wait. The Browns trade this pick. Let me go on Mary Kay's Twitter. Does Mary Kay tip picks, though? It's a trade with the Texans, and look, I'm gonna be real with you. Usually, them trades work out when we trade with the Texans, so I'm all right with it. So we traded back with the Texans to where? Where the hell do we trade back to? Come on, somebody needs to give me information on what this trade was. 66. What did we get? Oh, we got 108 and 124. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay, that's worth it. This got to be Malik Willis, right? We really want to trade for the Texans, man. Why do we keep doing this? Why do they keep doing this to themselves? 68, 108, 24. They did that for John Mechie? Browns don't want a wide receiver, y'all. Georgia. That was December 4th. So as you calculate the recovery now, you figure that in. Yeah, Phil Yates, 68, 108. So 2 4th rounders, right? It's 2 4th round picks. And in a second rounder. The Browns already have a 4th-round pick. We also got another 50 bomb from my boy Philip. Appreciate you, man, with the 50 bomb. Wow. Wow. All right. All right, y'all. I was feeling good at 44, but right now, I'm going to be honest with you, booty cheeks going to be tight. They're going to be clenched until we get Perrion Winfrey 68. Ooh, boy. John Mechie. You thought he would be available at 78. Boy, these wide receivers, NFL, the teams were high on these wide receivers. Oh, boy, Baltimore's about to go here, though. They could take Perrion. Don't you dare do it, Baltimore. Don't you do it. You stay the hell away from him. It's time for them butt cheeks to get clenched up, man. Wow. So if you just tuned in, 878 of you guys are in here. The Browns have traded, ironically, with their favorite trade partner of the last year. If you don't, the Houston Texans. They gave up 44 for 68, 108, and 124. So 2 4th-round picks and 2 4th-round picks and a pick swap for the 2nd round. So interesting. Is that a 2nd-round pick, though? It's a late. Okay, so the Browns don't have a 2nd-round pick anymore. We're just sitting this out. We got 3 3rd-round picks, though. So I would assume they're going to use those to move back into the 2nd round. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on. We'll find out. We'll find out. Almost 1,000 y'all in here. I don't like trading out the 2nd round. Yeah, we have 3/4 and 3/3 right now. But I wanted a 2nd-round pick. Now, unless they think they can get back into the 2nd round by pairing one of those extra thirds and a Baker Mayfield to get back in here, maybe. But the more Malik Willis starts fighting, the more this is going to be a problem. I know Baltimore could take Winfrey right now, and I'm going to be pissed if they do. Oh, he said Oklahoma. I was about to get pissed. I was about to be pissed. Yeah, Sly. Appreciate that super chat. We got to look at Big Daddy Dub says I'm pissed. Are we looking to trade for play with those picks? I would have to think so, right? Whoo! Wow. Okay, it's not Perrion. I like that. I like the player, but it ain't Perrion, so I'm all right with it. Somebody said extra picks for a package with Baker. I don't know. Maybe they feel like the 3rd round's the sweet spot in this draft. I don't know. We'll see what the strategy is when they actually make a pick. But the Cleveland Browns will not be making a pick in the 1st round. And it appears they will not be making a pick in the 2nd round. The Browns will be waiting until the 3rd round to make a pick. By the way, we only got 385 likes, and we almost got 900 of y'all right now watching live. Hit the damn like button, please. Hit the like button. Big Daddy Dubs, appreciate the super chat. I think I read that one already. I mean, we knew Ojabo was going to make it to the 3rd round. Again, this slide from Malik Willis is key on. Baltimore, are they okay? They just picked. Detroit's next. Could Detroit go quarterback here? Yeah, now the Ravens got like 3 first-round picks in this draft, right? They had 2 and a Jabo. Yeah, they got Hamilton, Linderbaum, and Ojabo. King T says, I don't think the Browns want Winfrey. You my dog, though. They might not. They don't want him enough to just take him at 44. That's for damn sure. Nobody on the board they wanted enough to take at 44. I think that run on wide receiver really pushed the Browns out the second round. They got Keegan Michael Key here.
With the 46th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Josh Pascal, defensive end, University of Kentucky. Let's start with the story. Pascal is the only 3-time full-season captain in school history, inspired by what he is over.
I took a hilarious screenshot of Pickett last night, but it won't let me put the image girl link into the super chat. Nah, no links because the bots be using the links. I got to ban the links. I'm sorry about that, but it has to stay up. The ban links have to stay up. Chris Gustafaro says, screw them picks, I guess. Browns did not think much of the top 100 of this year's draft. You got a couple more super chats coming in. Sly says, I hope the league has the same grade on Perion as PFF. That trash ass PFF grade that they had on him. Ray Rag says, I wonder if enough players had the value has fallen into comfortable track. I think it's more or less that run on receivers really dampened their plans at 44. So they just decided that it'd be worthwhile to sit back and see what they could get later on and see if they could package those picks for anything going forward. Now, again, I would like to remind everybody, the Baker Mayfield trade is still looming. But as I said earlier, I think me personally, it's really hard to imagine there being a Baker Mayfield trade while Malik Willis is still on the board at the very least. Yeah, again, thank you for that super chat, Ray Rags. But you know, this is something we have to look out for. This is something we have to pay attention for. Could these picks be packaged with a Baker Mayfield to move up back into the second round? The question is, at that point, what's the point of making that trade, right? If you package Baker Mayfield just to get back in the second round, you might as well just stay to 44 and made a pick. I think they're going to use those picks. I think they like the third round. I don't know who they like in the third round, but this might surprise us. Liam Harris with the super chat says, you like the best possible combination of Nelly and Kimbo today. Always sensational work, Q. Thank you for what you do. Appreciate you, Liam. Again, as we sit here, I mean, we're at pick 47 and Perion's still there and Travis is still there. So we're not in trouble yet. We'll see, man. Andrew Johnson with the 10 euro super chat. Appreciate you, Andrew. Says, watching from Scott, became a Browns fan because of the Scottish Hammer. While you cried over Baker, I cried when we booted Jamie. Not happy with Scottish Connect. Ajabu as a Raven. Go Browns. You told me something I absolutely did not know, that David Ojabo was Scottish. Had no clue that brother was Scottish. Didn't know they did that. Appreciate you for letting me know that one, Andrew. Hey man, it ain't nothing. Oh, we over 1K though. That's good. Appreciate that. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, by the way. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Now, I can't have all special effects that I usually have in here. The stream crashed earlier, so we're just going to get a bare bones, bare naked stream. I'm going to have my clothes on, but the stream's not going to have all the special effects I usually do. We're just going to have to do this old school. What are you doing? Okay. So I appreciate y'all thugging it through with me. I appreciate y'all staying with me, even though the stream crashed earlier. Thank y'all for being good to me, y'all. But yeah, that's the situation. The Browns are waiting till the third round to make their pick. Now it's an early pick in the third round, but it's still a third round pick. So we'll see. Browns have 3 third round picks right now: 68, 78, and 99. Whew. That damn Jordan Davis in the subway suit. They killing me, man. Somebody asked, Professor Cass asks, did I see Odell's closet? Odell's closet looked like a damn mall. Like, that man got a whole store in his closet for shoes. It's amazing. It's one of the greatest. He got 2 couches in there. Crazy. That's Santana Moss.
Commanders, I see y'all. What's up, everybody? With the 47th pick of the 2022 draft, the Washington Commanders select for Darian Mathis, D tackle, Alabama.
What? What in the world of what?
Mathis, the young man from Louisiana, is big, 6'4", 310. Team captain last year, 9 sacks for the Crimson Tide. And Lewis, your old coach Nick Saban raves about his leadership and his football IQ. That's exactly really what.
Y'all smell that? Y'all smell that? Y'all smell that, dog? Because that pick stinks. I don't know if y'all saw it. This pick stinks, dog. That pick stinks. That was a terrible pick. Mathis? What, you gonna take Farrell next because he went to LSU? That's nah. Ray Rag says, even though I hate Michigan, I hope Ojabo recovers well for that injury. Cost him a lot of money. Hate to see that be why he failed. Yeah, I wish him the best. Wish him the best 14 times out the year. Well, 15 times in the regular season. You know what I mean? Every other week he'd be good, but as long as the 2 weeks he plays during the Browns, he ain't good, and I'm good. Phadrian Mathis? They just were dead set on taking him. Ain't no damn way. Winfrey is still alive here. The Winfrey pick is still alive. We're going to keep hope alive on this chat.
Yeah, you have to prove he's not just a first and second down player. The pass rush can be good enough in this league where you throw it all over the place. I'm a little surprised, guys, that Travis Jones, Connecticut, hasn't heard his name called. We see Logan Hall, now we see Mathis.
Yeah, Travis, this is wild. Appreciate the love y'all showing on Super Chat, by the way. Appreciate y'all. Over 1K here. We're watching the draft. We're having a good time. Browns are picking at 68. We're getting closer and closer to that pick. We're about 20 picks out. We'll see if they trade up. It could be likely.
Someone with Darnell Mooney who can really get after it and give Justin Fields another downfield threat. Continue to shore up the offensive line.
Why I feel like I'm falling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when you sit in there and you waiting for a team, well, you know, when players are sitting there, they waiting for a team to pick them. I like Perrion Winfrey as a prospect so far. I feel like I'm not getting picked where I'm supposed to. I'm like, hey, well, I'm going to get drafted, right? Like,
second round, and with Christian Watson, and here we are, Alec Pierce and Sky Moore, two outstanding football players. One of the four
Can't believe Sky Moore is still there, though. Do you see Steve Smith's video about Baker to the Panther rumors? He was mad about it. Send me the link on Twitter of that video that Ray Rags is talking about, because I haven't seen it. I need a link. Send me it on Twitter, though.
With the 48th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Jaquan Brisker, defensive back, Penn State. All right, made 21 starts for the Nittany Lions now after spending 2 years at Lackawanna Community College. Finished his Penn State career with 5 interceptions, including one down by his own goal line, that won a great game against Wisconsin last September. Now, yeah, you mentioned the Wisconsin game. He had 4 solo tackles, 1 for loss. He broke up a pass. He had a key interception in the game in the fourth quarter against Wisconsin. Had a career high with 9 tackles, 7 of those were solos, and he had
so Jaquan Brisker. Paul Hall. Oh no, not Paul Hall, like Paul Wall. Paul Hood says, "Get them likes up for Q. This guy kills it for Browns fans. Appreciate you. Appreciate you." Professor Chaos says, "What's better for the Ravens, not getting Davis or the Steelers getting Pickett?" See, look, man, they didn't get Jordan Davis, but they got Kyle Hamilton, they got Tyler Linderbaum, and they got Ajabo. That's a good pick. They had a good draft, you know what I mean? And that's the one about Steve Smith's video. Again, if you came, the Browns have traded to 68 with the Texans to pick up 2 fourth-round picks. So the Browns have 3 fourth-round picks now. They had 1 previously, and now 3 third-round picks. They had 2 previously, but they have no second-round picks right now. Malik Wills is still on the board. Desmond Ridder, obviously, still on the board. So there are still dominoes that have to fall. Just added you to Twitter in the post, on his post. All right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Let me get to it. Actually, let me pull up on my computer so I can show it to y'all. Did you? Okay, yeah, right here. All right. Steve Smith mad? What's he mad for? All right. So Steve Smith here. Let me get that going right here. Safari. Let me close that window before I do that. Now this would be Chrome, right? Oh, hell. All right, so this is Steve Smith.
I hear the Carolina Panthers, I'm on set, are going to make a move for Baker Mayfield. My reaction, if they do, no! I hear the Carolina Panthers, I'm on set.
That's rough, man. That's rough. That's rough. You know, it's actually gotten to that tipping point now where Baker has been so pooped on by everybody that you start to feel bad for him a little bit. He just need to not do any more Baker Mayfield stuff to make this worse on himself so people can actually be sympathetic for him. But it's getting to that point, man. Don't nobody do all that. We know he has issues, but we ain't got to do all that. Like, it's not like you traded for cancer. You traded for Baker Mayfield. Why they acting like that, dog? That's wrong. What did Baker Mayfield do? We know what Baker Mayfield did to us. He wasted 2 Super Bowl rosters that we felt like we could have had a good year with. Okay, that's why people in Cleveland are bitter. They have decent reason to be bitter over here. But what you do to the damn Carolina people yet? You ain't do nothing to y'all yet. Come on, man. Come on, man. Just giving them all the bad vibes coming in. They're gonna have to bring in Derek Anderson to welcome in Baker Mayfield because ain't Cam Newton ain't doing it. Steve Smith ain't doing it. Who are they gonna bring in? Be like, hey, here's Baker, guys. Yeah, like who they gonna bring in to do that press conference, man? This getting rough. This getting rough for the homie. Damn. Like we all know Baker ain't the greatest quarterback in the world, but we ain't got to do him like this. Ray Rag says that man Jake Delhomme is the starting quarterback, but is upset about Baker Mayfield possibly going to this team because there is something about Baker Mayfield that just offends his sensibilities as a man to Steve Smith, right? And if you on that side of Steve Smith, you ain't getting off that side, dog. Big Daddy Dubs says, are we drafting a punter in the fourth? Please no. Are we still waiting for the Saints to make this damn pick? Come on. Jay Croxton says, I watch enough of your content. We appreciate you. Appreciate you.
Entire league is basically telling us right now, here's quarterback. It's amazing is that sometimes you can see a lot of smoke before the draft. Everyone told us that this class was a weak class. Yeah, look, I tell you what. I think we're kind of in for this conversation. It's probably going to come up every time right now. But you're right. I think the NFL is telling you, like, we feel a certain way about things that maybe you don't. And I think there's tremendous value, especially on the defensive side. We talked about corners. We talked about safeties. Saints have one of the best defenses in the NFL. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go defense. All right, I see a familiar face making his way to the stage to announce the pick for the Saints, one of their absolute best players. With the 49th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New Orleans Saints. Alante Taylor, defensive back. Tennessee.
No quarterback. No quarterback yet. What are they going to do? Defensive back out of Tennessee. We continue to wait for the quarterbacks now as New Orleans once again addressing the defense.
Mr. Versatility, I'll tell you, is Alante Taylor. He began his career as a wide receiver, moved to corner at 28.
Would not doubt that Steve Smith heard that from somebody who probably is credible too, by the way. So if Steve Smith acting like that, then that might be happening. The Baker Mayfield thing is probably happening. We'll see here. I mean, these guys, a lot of these guys are falling. A lot of these guys are falling. All right. King T. Ross says Carolina doesn't have a pick until the fourth round. They have to trade for Baker. ESPN's crew sucked. Mel said Baker didn't have any help and he transformed Cleveland single-handedly. That's a pretty lazy narrative about Baker Mayfield, right? Like, that's why he gets so much hate, is because the shit that people say in defense of Baker Mayfield can be ridiculous at times. No, Baker Mayfield didn't turn the Cleveland Browns around himself. He had a lot of help, like 8 Pro Bowlers that helped him do that. And honestly, did the Browns get turned around? Because I feel like we were a joke last year. So what's this turnaround that we keep talking about? So yeah, people are too overzealous to give him credit for shit he ain't actually done yet, which makes people push back. But sometimes we push back so damn hard that we just end up bullying the young boy. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, we ain't got to do this. We ain't got to do this to him. But we got to do a little bit of it to him because his fans do be ridiculous sometimes, right? Maybe the Steelers get Willis. They get Willis and Pickett. Why not, right? Why not? Somebody said it's crazy how my mock draft was wrong. Everybody mock draft is wrong right now. We thought Sky Moore would go in the first round. Gerard Proper says, what do you think of us trading back and passing on David Ajabo What do you think this means? The Browns know Clowney is coming back, or they just didn't like David Ojabo that much pre-Achilles injury, didn't like him post-Achilles injury. Could be that, right? Just because a guy is universally, well, not universally, but largely thought of as a first-round prospect does not mean that the Browns thought he was that. So we'll see. We'll see. Patriots on the clock. Oh, man, I'm getting nervous. We're about 18 picks out to the Browns select again. Dig in, it's going to be a long night. Oh, man. Sorry about that.
7 trades already here in round number 2. As we had 9 last night, it just gives you, I think, an indication of a new era in National Football League. The days of the 5-year plan are over. Teams are looking to find the player they want right now to try and win right now. Patriots obviously now with a playoff last year, a one and done, and a disastrous performance against Buffalo, and they've lost some players, so they have some needs here, Mel. They do, and I think the wide receiver position, the depth there. Think about a Nakobe Dean. Talk about Todd McShay. He is kind of the perfect
All right.
Belichick player because he's so smart. He's an extension of your defensive coordinator. The only reason he hasn't been taken.
Feeling dangerously with the $2 super chat says pick could have had Malik Willis at 52. They could have had Kenny Pickett at 52. They could have had Kenny Pickett at 78.
Really pointed him out immediately. It was Nakobe. So he's still on the board. Channing Tindall, underrated linebacker. Come back flying for the football. Channing Tindall can do that. And he can be a tremendous special teams player.
Man. Can't believe this dude's falling like this. That's crazy. Nobody wants to take a shot at that upside of Malik Willis. That's crazy to me. I understand a dude like Kenny Pickett falling like this, or Sam Howell, where you feel like the upside is limited. But come on. Ray Rag said first part of this round was going fast, so he told these teams to slow it down. No, that dude from the Vikings effed everything up.
So whoever this is, trust me, he fits that profile for him. I wouldn't be shocked to see him go with speed on offense.
Travis Jones and Winfrey still here, though.
Speed and versatility. I think that those are the two things that they love. One, they don't have. Also, defense, they need some more versatility. Whatever play they take is the day. Well, look, this is a division that the Patriots essentially owned for 2 decades. And now we see the Bills. I think
all right, what's the pick here?
The best team in the National Football League. They're right there knocking on the door of the Super Bowl. The Dolphins have been very aggressive this offseason, making the move, particularly for Tyreek Hill. The Jets have been aggressive. They've made 4 picks already here, including 3 in round 1. So there is some ground to be covered here for the Patriots. And we'll see what direction they've chosen added after taking Mac Jones last year in round number 1. Had a very good rookie here. Mac Jones, an impressive first season for New England without question. Again, the season that did not end well, but it wasn't his fault that night of what happened in Buffalo.
Come on, let's get to the pick.
Look, I think Mac would be the first one to tell you the difference between year 1 and year 2 for everyone is tremendous, and he's expecting it to be tremendous for him in terms of the jump that he's going to take. All right, here we go. The Patriots are ready, and here comes the announcement of their second round selection.
Today is World Wish Day. The anniversary of the wish that is creation of Make-A-Wish. Joining me today to announce the New England Patriots second round pick is Ben Leppard. Let him know, man. Ben told Make-A-Wish his wish was to be able to announce the draft pick for his hometown team, the Patriots, 6-time. Over covering McKinney, I know this is going to be a piece of cake. I want to thank the NFL, Robert Kraft, for making Ben's wish come true. Okay, Ben, let's make your wish come true. Let's get to it. The Kansas City Chiefs have traded the to the New England Patriots.
Nice.
With the 15th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the 6-time Super Bowl champion,
Patriots select Tyquan Thornton, wide receiver, Baylor. So they go out and they get the weapon from Baylor.
All right. Well, I don't mind that pick at all. That's wild. People are baiting you with the whole OBJ tweet thing. He ain't tweet nothing.
What do you think about Tyquan Thornton? 6'2" and change, 181. Can run, can fly, and at 36 and a half. The speed, and you look at the production this year, led the Baylor Bears with 62 catches, had 10 touchdown with 7, and a career high 187 yards and 2 touchdowns on 8 catches against West Virginia. Had a couple of really strong games. That sub-4 at the combine, more than just a speed guy. He snatched the ball with his hand, good body control. He's got that slender frame, but he's still going to go across the middle and make the catch and take a hit. He was a willing blocker in the Oklahoma game, I thought.
Thomas sent me $5 for treats for my cats. Appreciate you, Thomas. I need to get my brush.
They take him to second. I had a Sky Moore. A little question there for me, but I thought it would be a good day 3 pick. We went back 2 rounds earlier than I projected. But Bill Belichick has more than earned the benefit of the doubt. But I think a lot of people are a little surprised with where either of these two faces on your screen went. Cole Strange was not expected to be around 1 pick. Tyquan Thornton not expected to go in round 2. That does not mean they will not both be outstanding players for Belichick in New England. The Eagles are on the clock next. They made the big deal.
Shit. All right, my bad. Leave real quick.
Get tools, home goods, desserts, and a proper farewell, all from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
At USAA, we've been called too exclusive because we were created for officers. But as we've evolved with the military,
How are y'all possibly finding a way to argue about Odell Beckham right now? Like, how in the world are we finding a way to argue about Odell Beckham? How are we doing this? How are we doing this? Per Jeremy Fowler, the Panthers' involvement with Baker with options still alive, but Carolina very much torn and turned over Baker Mayfield. Some there are simply not sold. What does that mean? What does that mean? They got to do something, man. They got to do something. They clearly don't like Malik Willis. They don't have a pick until, what, the 5th round? He ain't going to slide that far. They got to just make the pick, man. All right, hold on. My cat wants in. She's on the whole pick. What? Come on. Come on. Do what y'all want to do. Goodness gracious. They'll be up here eventually. Don't worry. Those of you who want to see the cats. They'll be up here. And here's one. Didn't take her long. Come on.
My mom was a college athlete and had always been in great shape.
Hey, off the keyboard.
And I noticed her having
Off the keyboard.
getting around. I knew something wasn't right. My grandmother died from muscular dystrophy. So when my mother was diagnosed, she knew it would be the battle of her life. Now I'm using every muscle in my body to make sure she doesn't fight it alone. This is my cause and my pledge to you, Mom.
All right, let's get these picks going, ESPN.
Las Vegas in about 20 minutes, our coverage of the NFL draft
Got playoff games. Got wrestling to watch. Come on, man. Let's hurry this up. Come here. Come here. You want to be on TV? You want to be on TV so much? There you go. Thank you. Okay. It's okay. We're okay. There you go. There you go. You want down now? There you go.
With the 51st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Philadelphia Eagles select Cam Jurgens, center, Nebraska.
Cam Jurgens.
The guys up here love this pick. Started every game as a freshman, a 3-year starter in the middle of that line. By the way, also competed on the Nebraska track and field team and the shot put. He's 6'3", 303, and he's about as homegrown male as you could possibly be. He's from Beatrice, Nebraska, which is 40 miles south of Lincoln.
All right, Pittsburgh's on the clock.
You think about the second highest rated center in this draft at almost 6'3", over 300 pounds with long arms. And talk about Tyler Linderbaum with the short arms. I'm not worried about it, but he has long arms. So
Brown still 17 picks away.
The upper body strength that you need as well. High school along with football. He excelled on the basketball court, so you know he's an athlete. Track and field, discus, and shot put as well. In Nebraska,
Andrew Berry could have told us he wasn't going to do nothing in this second round. Ray Rag says Twitter is like 3 picks ahead of the broadcast. I would bet.
He's got a guy to learn from. So you think about Cam Jurgens, second-round pick. They had a history of this spot for a while now, and he can be a guy that can step right in very quickly in his career. Technically sound and a guy that has a lot of physical ability. All right, we're going back to the podium. The Steelers are back on the clock. They're ready to make their next pick here in round number 2.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. What it do, baby? Is that the Browns? It's my honor to welcome the 52nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Pittsburgh Steelers select George Pickens, Georgia. Welcome to the family.
All right, and Claypool didn't say the position, but they'll be sharing a room. He's a wide receiver. A fascinating and complicated evaluation for a player who looked like a sure first-rounder that tore up his knee last March. Didn't play last year until the season finale. For all intents and purposes, a lost season, but he's 6'3" and fast, was a highly touted.
You know what's kind of cruel about when they have players announce draft picks? You could very well be out there announcing the dude who's about to take your job. And there's just something cruel about that. Cruel. Well, at least Tony's happy, right? George Pickens, well, that's a good pick for Pittsburgh. They're going to do right by him. They're going to do right by him.
All right, we're going back to the podium. The Colts are ready with their selection.
With the 53rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Alec Pierce, wide receiver.
Oh, boy. Hey, I don't think no wide receiver is going to be there at 68, y'all. Perrion's still there. You know, I didn't think wide receiver was a huge need for the Browns.
And that is winning down the field in contested situations if he needs to, but he can't run by you. So don't get it twisted. This guy has legit 4.4 speed. Jordy was one of the very best at doing that. Using his hands, being physical at the catch point, going up and winning those 50-50 balls from corner who sit there going, what happened to him? At one time, Jordy was known for being a great red zone threat where people thought that's where all his production comes. Well, the red zone is situational football. It's something every coach emphasizes. That's something Alec Pierce.
2 good picks back to back here.
And that's something that Indianapolis be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Because now you got 2 6'3" guys. One of them runs 4'4".
Alec Pierce just went to the Colts. The Steelers just picked George Pickens. Browns are waiting at 68. They're about 15 picks out, I believe. Malik Wills still on the board. Desmond Ridder still on the board.
Quarterback in college. We'll be back in a moment. Round 2 on ESPN.
Desmond Ridder is absolutely not a man who wears a lot of chains, so he looks real out of place with that chain on right now. Desmond Ridder wears polos tucked into his khakis. That's how Desmond Ridder's style is. So he looked real out of place with that iced out jewelry over his neck. Yeah, Browns traded back. If you have not, if you're checking in late, the Browns traded back from 44 to 68. They do not have a second round pick. They do have 3 third-round picks, though. 3. Has everyone blanked up except the Texans? If you add these picks into the Baker Mayfield, to the Deshaun Watson trade, we basically gave up 3 first-round picks and a 4th. Got Deshaun Watson. Well, 3 first-round picks, a 4th, and a 2nd for Deshaun Watson. 2 4ths, with 3 4ths, 2 4ths and a 5th, and a 3rd. That's super complicated. This is super complicated at this point. All right, who's spoiling? Sky Moore to the Chiefs. Okay, Ray. Is that Ray Rags or is that Ray? I don't know. Sometime out. Again, if you spoil picks in chat, I'll time you out the first time, but you will absolutely be banned. I'm going through chat right now to moderate. Hold on. Maybe Debo's in play. No, come on. Again, I had a question going into this draft. How big of a concern was wide for the Browns, really? If you look at it from the front office's perspective, they just drafted Anthony Schwartz. They have a young piece of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They just traded for Amari Cooper, who does not miss games throughout his career. How big of a hole did they feel like they had a wide receiver? Did I get everybody? All right, so I got everybody. Somebody told me to read Odell's tweet replies. I guess this is what we're doing. Oh God, he's replying to a Sir Yacht tweet, so I know this is going to be. I know whatever the original tweet, if it's from Sir Yacht's usually garbage. Okay, it's not a garbage tweet. He said a great day to sign and deal with Cleveland Browns OBJ. So he's trying to now he's back on the. He was like one of the biggest Odell haters like 3 months ago, but whatever's popular. Mike McFadden, you've been on that bike too long. I feel triggered. I feel like I triggered that response. LOL. Okay, I don't know what their humor is going at. Torn abductor and ab. LOL. Literally, I tried, bro. I think it was a dream to play with Jarvis Landry in the league. It looks like they did my brother. And look how they did my brother. That's hard to accept. So he don't like that they didn't keep Jarvis. Man, truth gonna come out. I promise it will. But to the people of Cleveland, so he don't want to come back to Cleveland. He's not coming back to Cleveland. Okay, cool. Basically, Odell's saying, why are y'all not talking about all the goddamn injuries I played through while I was in Cleveland, but y'all want to give Baker Mayfield the credit for playing through a couple injuries during his stay in Cleveland? Sky Moore just went to the Chiefs. That's basically what he's saying. Whether you agree with it or not, I really don't care. That's just out there. It does not matter. He's not coming back. It would not make sense. If I were him, you would want distance from this whole situation just because it wasn't a good spot for you, man. Like, the vibes are bad. Why we just be letting the Chiefs get good players? They got George Karlaftis and Sky Moore. All right, the Cardinals are picking.
Let's go. The Arizona Cardinals with the 55th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The Arizona Cardinals select Trey McBride, tight end, Colorado State.
That's the first tight end. That's the first tight end. All right, we're rounding up to close to 68. Gerard Proper with the super chat says, I feel like we are sleeping on DPJ's production. Got kneecapped by Baker's poor play. 3 ran 4.4. Was average like 17 yards a catch. Might be the case. Might be the case. Ooh, boy. All right, y'all. This is where I worry that Perrion might go within these picks right here from 56 to 68. It is tough. It is tough.
In terms of alignment variation, they had him anyway. Wide, flexed, wide receiver route, and you're right. He will get after second level defenders as far as linebackers and tight ends or linebackers one of the 3-4 going to line up over. He will stay after your rear end. No question about it. He's an attitude guy with tremendous skill. He's a 3-sport star in high school, by the way, in Colorado. He rules all-time leading scorer in basketball and in home runs and in baseball. So he's a great all-around athlete. Now, I want to come back to you on a bigger picture thought to go back to the previous 2 picks. We've now had 13 wide receivers selected, which is already the record for the most in the first 2 rounds in the common draft era. We still have quite a few picks to go here in round 2.
That's why George Pickens. Did y'all hear this? George Pickens fell in the draft because he smashed his head into a car windshield. I don't know if that makes me like him more. Be honest with you, it kind of does. That man smashed his head into it. What in the world is wrong with this man? What? Yeah, we got to get up ahead of the Bengals, man. Somebody take this damn quarterback.
Selection. Here comes the commissioner with the 10.
Yay.
56th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Dallas Cowboys select Sam Williams, defensive end, Ole Miss.
That's good. That's good. He wasn't really on my board. I'm fine with that. That's cool. Slide with the super chat. It's like we're back at the start of the second round, 12 picks away with both DTs still on the board, which true. What if we get Travis Jones and Perrion Winfrey? What if we get them both? A brother can dream, right? A brother can dream of that much beef. I'm just saying. We get dangerously close because once we get to 68, we only 10 picks away from 70, what, 78? We get close. This is the stretch. This stretch right here, this is what I worry about. None of those teams at the top of the third are going to take him, but these teams at the tail end of this round, that's where he could go. The Buffalo Bills have traded their pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay picked earlier Logan Hall. That was their only pick so far. So who will the Tampa Bay Buccaneers pick?
Treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or coughs, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Talk to your dermatologist about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
You think Willis goes to Atlanta here at 58? I hope there's a run on quarterback here soon. I do. I hope we have a run on quarterback here soon, real soon. It would make sense if they moved up to get ahead of Atlanta.
To ensure more customers can buy more Sherpa-Line jackets, you call IBM to automate your IT infrastructure with AI. Now your systems monitor themselves. What used to take hours takes minutes. And you have an e-commerce platform designed to handle sudden spikes in overall demand, as in actual overalls. Let's create IT systems that roll up their own sleep. IBM, let's create.
It's still the Eat Fresh Refresh, and now Subway's up in their Italian sandwich game. We're talking a new Italian-style capicola. It's savory, smoky, and spicy. Man, this is a triple threat of deli meat. Subway keeps refreshing and refreshing and refreshing.
The DirecTV stream, I can get live TV and on demand together. Baseball, Ghostbusters. Baseball, Ghostbusters. Baseball.
Aggie Fury says, I'm low-key tired of the OBJ ranting.
It's good to be back. That is one foul ball. Let's do this.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on-demand. DirecTV Stream. Now get $30 off over 3 months.
One app, one tap, so stack. A whole lot of everything. Now that's facts. One app, cookies, making place I see.
Jake Speck, thank you for that $10 super chat. Says 10 for my dream. Appreciate you.
We continue from Las Vegas here in the second round of the NFL draft. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have traded up into a spot here. They'll be making their selection. I want to catch you up and make sure you're aware. In a few moments, we're going to be sending you to.
All right, quarterbacks, y'all. We need some quarterbacks to go right now.
We'll be moving over to ESPN2. That's in just a few moments. But again, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are set to make a selection here after having traded up into the spot. They have the special guest to make the selection.
Appreciate Nobody Business for that $10 super chat as well. That Titus O'Neil? That Titus Worldwide? Titus O'Neil has one of the most improbable 10-year wrestling careers of all time.
And with that 57th pick, in a 2022 NFL draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select tackle Central Michigan Luke Goedeke.
All right, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Another article pushing towards extortion in this Watson situation. Oh, dog, we're not doing that. You're going to have to chill with all that shit. You're going to have to chill with all that shit right now. I'm going to just tell you this right now. We're not about to be talking about that right here. We're talking about the draft.
Welcome
You go NFL Network.
He's just a scout now, Rich. Bruce just scouts the wallflower.
That guy, that's what we know what Bruce Arians is all about.
He's going to be a William and Mary in the fall.
Friday night in Las Vegas, Nevada.
All right. We're 10 picks out. Butt cheeks are clenched. Perrion's still there. Travis Jones still there.
There's a whole third round, and everybody in that concert hall will enjoy the music stylings of Ice Cube, who is here.
Jameson Hardy with a super chat says, watch your content every day while I deliver the mail. Appreciate you. Always show love to the USPS postal service men and women. You have really good insight. Appreciate your opinions. Go Brownies. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. And appreciate the post office. Oh, they got Joel Clapp.
Ian Rappaport looking down on high with all of his information from his Cosmopolitan Hotel perch. We now have the Buccaneers making this choice. If you're just joining us, no quarterbacks just yet. There has been a significant run on the wide receiver position.
Yeah, thank you for that super chat, Jameson.
We just saw our first tight end go.
Jameson.
Went to the Arizona Cardinals, the first running back who went in this
Titus, remember when Titus Worldwide did the Titus World slide?
The terrific running back from Michigan State. He went to Seattle.
Memories that live in my head rent free.
Pardon me, Sky Moore was the 13th wideout. He just went to the Kansas City Chiefs. That sets the record for most wide receivers. That ties the record for most wide receivers selected in the first two rounds of a draft. And we've got 7 more picks to go in this second round. As you saw, the Falcons are about to make their second pick of this round. They took Wan'Dale Robinson, the Falcons took
They took Drake London and Ebiketie.
Right, that's right. Ebiketie of Penn State, pardon me. There's been so many different trades going on.
A lot of action.
Yeah, my card looks like a 16-inning baseball game. Here's Warwick Dunn.
Warwick Dunn. All day.
Warwick Dunn.
With the 58th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Troy Anderson.
No quarterback. Wow. Wow.
This is a fun player to study.
Wow.
Background. He's a former quarterback who converted to linebacker. You don't see that conversion very often. An outstanding athlete. Here he is running the ball as a quarterback. He will power. This is him blitzing off the edge as a linebacker. He ain't running in the 4.4s. He's got outstanding size. Another one who showed up at the Senior Bowl and really helped himself with what he did there. Here he shows his athleticism and the ability.
Kid Rax, thank you for $5 super chat.
He can really cover. That showed up in the one-on-ones at the All-Star game. And he
Sorry if I look a little distracted. I'm trying to order tenders.
Linebackers really did a phenomenal job, and I thought we'd see them all-star coming off the board here in the second round. This could be the beginning of a run. Joel, I know you as a former quarterback, me as a former quarterback, zero chance we're playing linebacker.
No, there's absolutely no chance. He also played some running back, then linebacker, and then remember now, these guys from these FCS places, they had their entire season canceled in 2020. He also had a knee injury. Now he comes back. He goes back to linebacker after COVID, Charles, and he was fantastic. And what a great career. Also a great sprinter in high school.
And some of them have had to play essentially back-to-back. They played spring, came back and played the fall. He just needs more snaps in the linebacker position because it's another one of his spots. But let's see if they want to get cute in Atlanta as well and do a little bit of that Taysom Hill stuff down near the goal line with him.
Hey guys, it's the Minnesota Vikings back on.
So the Minnesota Vikings are back on the clock
Only hope we see it
at 59.
I felt like he left something on the table
at the Flamingo.
He might come out there, but he's not going to come out there alone. Rich, he was just in the early years.
Let's see what we got. It's not Ed. Come on now.
Vikings selection. Please welcome 2020 Olympic gold medalist
Gable Steveson. This is the WWE portion of the draft, huh? Got another super chat. Please trim your bush so that we make it better to service your box. USPS. Is that some postal service humor? Oh, he's good. Ed Ingram's good. Like Ed Ingram a lot. Like Ed Ingram a lot. My tablet about to die. Soon. No, stay on the ground. So Ed Ingram gone at 59. We are single digits away. Cleveland Browns selecting here hilariously for the first time of the night at 68.
Everyone has a first rounder.
JOK.
Who was fantastic. So let's keep an eye out for Nakobe Dean as well as those quarterbacks. But I also want to talk about the tight end position. If we hadn't seen any, Trey McBride goes to the Arizona Cardinals. I know Cliff Kingsbury wanted to give Kyler as many offensive weapons as possible. Now they add Marquise Brown.
What will get here first, my tenders or the Browns pick?
And the only thing that's being discussed, the only name dropper.
What, Kyler's not on it with you?
Bobby Okereke. The only thing that is they're talking about is Cliff's suit, which I don't know if you guys saw.
We saw it.
It is as clean as it gets.
Hey, complete with the white shoes. By the way, is AJ Hawk on that text chain or no?
Oh boy. Oh boy, the Browns. I don't know. This is an interesting draft. Oh man.
Don't forget, that's how the night started. Chris Angel was upside down.
I got a feeling before the night's over, we're just going to have to throw it all on the table. Everyone's going all in. Best text chain on your phone.
How do you think that?
Well, Schrager just threw it out. He threw it out. Call or fold.
How do you think the hard-bitten football man and Sean McDermott liked the Chris Angel stuff to start tonight?
No.
What do you think?
I think you'd be impressed with the athleticism and the toughness. Your hands inside. I mean, there's a lot. He wanted to know how he got out of it, so he could see can I
That's funny.
Escapability is a scouting term. That is true.
All right. Come on, let's get these picks going. We're not even out the damn second round yet. Let's go. Let's get it going. We can see Cleveland on the board again. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 picks away. 4th pick of the 3rd round. I will worry about San Francisco here, Kansas City, and Cincinnati. If we get clear and Travis Jones and Perrion are there, we're golden. Oh, geez. Well, the Bengals are picking right now.
The Niners will be on the clock for the first time this draft.
Okay, snacks and popcorn are going to be expensive. Let's just
Did the Bengals just trade up?
Can be a lot for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Even if you don't have to go, you should try.
All right. I'm going to go sweat this out real quick. I'm going to go use the bathroom. I'll be right back. Like 5 seconds.
No one knows who those people are.
Quick little bathroom break.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you buy a loan when you work with us.
No one who belongs here.
I remember the day you asked, "What now, Dad?" So I said, find a job, any job, work hard. That's just how it is. But of course, you didn't listen. You showed me there's another way. I'm proud of you.
When you buy appliances from the Home Depot, everything just clicks. Compare brands in-store or online, see them in your space, and schedule free delivery. So when it's installed, it'll just click. Save $890 on this LG kitchen package at Home Depot.
It's still the Eat Fresh Refresh, and now Subway's up in their Italian sandwich game. We're talking the new Italian-style capicola. It's savory, smoky, and spicy.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Tell me you don't feel like cooking without telling me you don't feel like cooking. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings all in one box. The big dinner box only from Pizza Hut.
No one asked Pizza's the Hut.
is a tough job to get into the NFL.
Female coaches, that door needed to be broken down.
Since the beginning of time. Watch us.
Back here in Las Vegas, the 49ers are on the clock. Boy, I haven't said that all week long, but they are indeed. The Bengals are about to announce their pick.
All right, who did the Bengals take?
Down twice in the last couple of minutes, and they've netted themselves 2 6th-round picks for tomorrow. So that's the draft room in Cincinnati.
No Perion, no Perion, no Perion, no Perion, no Perion, no Perion.
Address the secondary with Dax Hill. You've got defensive line would be another one for me. You're going to play with the lead. So corners and pass rushers are going to make a lot of sense for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Isaac Curtis is going to come on out and make this one.
Where's the jungle crowd at?
Isaac Curtis.
All right. Well, the Buffalo Bills have traded the 60th pick to the Cincinnati Bengals. With the 60th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Cam Taylor-Britt, defensive back, Nebraska.
All right. Let's go. Let's go. My audio's back messed up. How's my audio messed up? Is that your audio that's messed up? Okay, it's just that guy's audio.
This is an addition to the secondary, the second one that they've made. Again, guys, they're going to play with the lead. Get guys that can cover, get guys that can rush, Charles.
Yeah, and I think he's much more of a safety. I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him swing back there where Jesse Bates is.
My mic is messed up. Mic check, mic check, mic. Oh, I know what's happening.
As opposed to being a safety. Lots of bail coverage, play primarily on the left side for Eric Chenander, their defensive coordinator at Nebraska, and they thought that he was a great leader.
How about now? Is this better? Is it better now?
He in town, and he's made his way to the draft hall to have his moment with the commissioner of the NFL.
My mic.
Right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the newest member of the New York Jets, Iowa State running back Breece Hall. He wanted to share this special moment with you. Let's welcome Breece Hall to the NFL.
What the fuck? What is going on today? Okay, so we.
Jets fans have seen 4 very talented players drafted by their team, and Breece Hall was the pick tonight.
Are we sure we good?
There is a 3rd-round selection coming up. The quarterback likes the pick.
Oh.
He's got to be happy with what's happened. When you think about Wilson to Wilson, him throwing to Garrett Wilson.
All right, we got another super chat here with the Browns draft Malik as their third. Chicken tenders will be here first. We'll see. Appreciate that super chat, man. Appreciate that super chat. By the way, y'all hit that like button. We're over the number of people that are here right now. Let's keep it going. Let's run it up. I want 1,000 likes.
Yes, it's now time for him to get his moment on the stage. Melissa Stark.
So we're at pick 61.
Yes, his moment on stage, the 4th newest member of the New York Jets, the first running back taken in this draft. Breece, walk us through this. You were in your hotel room here in Vegas watching the draft. Get the call, but you make your way over here to have this moment on stage. What's this like for you?
It's just a dream come true. Last night, just knowing the Jets, they tried to trade into the first round they gave me, didn't go through, so it was kind of a bummer, but I mean, I'm still blessed.
The Jets try to trade up into the first round to get Breece Hall.
And they traded up in the 2nd round to get you a lot of new blood.
What in the world?
For these New York Jets, what are you going to bring to this team?
I was the best running back in this draft, so a 3-down back.
Why are some of the chat so late?
cheers here. Everyone's excited to hear that. Congratulations, and I hope you know a lot of really good running backs taken in the second round.
Slow mode chat, please. What's that gonna do?
Comparison, and of course he says he's the best running back in this draft. But when are we gonna get a guy that says he's not? My comparison was Sean McCoy because his ability to make people, ability to be wiggly, ability to get up.
All right, San Francisco here at 61. The Browns are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 picks away. Once the Browns start picking, though, that's when it's going to start rolling.
Because they relentlessly run people into the ground. And what I was eager to see, guys, I remember when we saw this before, the next gen stats. Look at the names underneath: Travis Etienne, Najee Harris, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had 1 year of high volume.
Dylan Bennett says the mic is good, by the way. MA, appreciate you.
Big time odometers in college. The pros aren't as worried about how many carries you have in college when you come into the league if you're a high volume producer.
Jets tweeting out they've got 2 Michael Carters, 2 Wilsons. Now they got a Brees Hall and a Bryce Hall. Look, and I know they've got a Van and just need a Lombardi. We need a Lombardi. That's what I'm talking about. Let's hope it all adds up. The 49ers have not picked in this draft yet. That's about to change.
University of Oregon, Eric Armstead.
I know he got a deep voice.
With the 61st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Drake Jackson, linebacker, USC.
It's tough. It's tough.
Drake Jackson, when you saw him as a freshman,
Perion's still there, though. Perion's still there, though. It's a big boy. That's a big old boy.
He absolutely can, but one of the things that I see with him is you mentioned the weight, up, down, what are you playing? Joel, you got to see him playing out there in the Pac-12. Are you that speed rusher off the edge, which I think he tried to be when he cut the
That is a gigantic man.
The 270, 275 range, set the edge type of a defensive end and still get upfield. 4-3 defensive end would be perfect for him.
I just thought there was so much inconsistency about their identity. You know, as a program, as a defense, Clancy Pendergast was their defensive coordinator. Todd Orlando was the defensive coordinator. They're standing him up. He had pretty consistent production during the course of his career, 25 tackles for loss. He is a really good player. If he put together and get in the right position, right scheme fit, I think he can have a lot of fun.
One of the best defensive line coaches.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that.
So that's the 49ers' first draft choice. We've got the Chiefs, Bills, and then the Broncos will join the draft for the first time.
I think it's the sun sending solar flares causing the internet issues. Is that a real thing? Oh, God, Baron Corbin. Okay, I'm fine with that. Okay. A lot of these dudes announcing picks are drunk.
He's going to be a nice compliment, Brian Cook, to Trent McDuffie. This is a physical football player, an enforcer who takes great angles, fill in the alley. He can also find and play the football. Moving back with the final 2 picks.
I'm about to say, if solar flares was causing the internet to mess up, I feel like we would be dead or have cancer right now. Like, it would not be like some kind of like thing that would mess up just lightly. Solar flares, that sounds serious. That sounds like some end of the world shit. Why does it keep going back down? Now I want you to stay up here.
Everything you were looking for at apartments.com. It's got 12-foot ceilings, in-unit laundry, free parking, and central AC. Apartments.com. It's a place to find a place.
I mean, like, I know solar flares happen all the time. I'm saying, like, if solar flares were happening so much to the point to where it was messing up your internet, or the solar flares were so strong that they were messing with your internet, that would be a whole like different issue for us other than internet. Brett Watson was never an issue with any volume. It's not you, bro. It must have been something with the platform. messing up today. This ain't on me. Hey, we are only 40 likes away from getting over 1,000. We got to hit that now that we got over 1,000 over 1,000 people in the chat right now. So let's hit that like button. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Let's get it only 30 away. See, we going up and up and up. Let's hit 1K. Let's hit 1K. Do it for my tenders. The Miz is doing the Browns pick tonight. I don't know how I'm gonna feel if we get Perrion Winfrey, but it's the goddamn Miz that announces it. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. I really don't. This dude just say cats are gay. We doing that? We in like 5th grade. Insurgent honor. Come on, dog. Really? Really? Be better. Be better than that. Be better than that. I'm going to just take that one up to it's Friday and you out here drinking, watching this stream. Y'all be better than that, though. If you're going to super chat, you can't super chat no stuff like that. Someone said the Browns be WWE fans. They don't want you to watch AEW. Wait a couple years till Wardlow announcing all them damn Cleveland picks. You see that Wardlow? That Wardlow, he coming up. He the next big thing. Dylan Bennett says, like for them tenders. I say too. David Meyer says, is it just me or do the Browns think that the Rams, no first and second, we need a DT? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm nervous. I just want to get to 68 and see who they get at this point.
But with some needs elsewhere, there's some questions as to what's going on with San Francisco. I'll say this. We had Eric Armstead on Good Morning Football this morning. He said and felt pretty confident that Tebow is not going anywhere. We have not heard any whispers today of a trade, and I don't think he's going to be moved this weekend at all.
Appreciate that, Dylan. Appreciate that quote.
You're not going to move him, one would think, for a third-day draft choice. Something next year, and then something next year. It's going to be something next year. You might as well wait till this is over. Right, rush to do it right now. So A.J. Brown goes. It looks like Debo's staying. It's now time for the Buffalo Bills to choose. And it's the Broncos' first choice. And then we get our way into the third round here in Vegas.
Is it just okay? Just me to think the Browns or the Rams with no first, second. We need DTs. We'll see. We're at 63. We can relax a little bit if this is not one of our guys.
I'm excited to announce one of the 3 New York State football teams.
Hey, look, check this out. There's only one football team in New York State, and that's the Buffalo Bills.
They just be finding everybody. They got Stevie Johnson. Good. 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 Let's go. Hey, James Cook. Did James Cook have to regulate? Wait a minute. Did James Cook have to regulate? I gotta rewind it. Did he just have to regulate? Hold on. What do you have to regulate?
James Cook has now been added to this offense. What do you think that will look like? I think every linebacker.
That man don't like his agent. I'm not gonna tell y'all what gave it away that that's his agent. No, he's not yelling at his family. Go back and watch it. He's not yelling at his family. He's yelling at his agent. Now, how do I know that's probably his agent? Y'all know the answer to that one. Y'all know the answer to that one, right? But he's yelling at his agent. Look at that. Because this dude in the white t-shirt starts pushing people around. Somebody get mad, and he grabs him and says, "Hey, chill out. What you doing? Y'all doing too much. It's my moment." And everybody feel awkward. And then you can see dude with the IAA shirt, which is the agency, looking like he messed up. Dang, he's mad at his agent. His agent probably told him he was going to go like in the first round, and then he slid to 63. He's mad at his agent. I'm not being racist if I'm pointing out that a player who obviously has a black family and there's one white dude with an agency on his shirt is probably the agent. That's not racism. That's just pointing out something that's obvious. He has an agency on his shirt. What y'all talking about? See, y'all get so weird every time somebody ever mentions anything about race. All right, the Broncos are selecting. Nick Bonito. I like Isaiah Thomas better. All right, somebody said something. Nope. You gonna put in timeout for that? There's that.
Get in the backfield and make a play. Talked about him being a QB spy. We saw Kenneth Murray do a lot of this in this Oklahoma scheme. Yep. Here, Benito's doing the same thing, Joel. Well, he's very athletic, and in that defense, it was a movement defense. Alex Grinch, their defense.
All right, Perrion, wait. We are 4 picks away from Perrion. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Send things on inside the draft.
All right, I don't know this copyrighted, so we're just gonna turn this off. All right, man. Let me. If we get Perrion Winfrey, I might take a drink on stream. All right. Are they just doing salute to service? Oh, that's copyright. I can't play that. All right, as we wait for this whole thing to end, anybody got questions? Did I miss any super chats? Let me go here. Y'all still talking about solar flares and everything else? Some of y'all are really behind. He said, blaze up, don't sip. Sir, I got to maintain some guys of professionalism. Did we hit 1K likes? Oh, we did. 1.1K. Okay, stream. All right, stream. Stream out here doing, let me take a picture of this. I'm proud of y'all. Stream out here doing numbers today. Stream out here doing it big. Doing it big. All right, we're going to stick here to the Browns pick. We got a question here. Why does it keep going down? All right, Ray Rag says, do you think the Steelers are kicking themselves for taking a QB in round 1 when no other QBs have been drafted? I think they're doubting some of their analysis and their tips if they think, hey, we had to get Kenny Pickett at 20. Kenny Pickett of all. Malik Willis was a guy for most people, and he's falling. So Kenny Pickett would have been available in date. It might have been available round 4. But hey, if you want that 5th year control and you really believe in Kenny Pickett, you draft Kenny Pickett wherever you damn well please. You got to take Kenny Pickett. But I'm just saying that was that's not. I know what brown shit. I know what brown stuff smells like, and that smelled like Browns to me. What's wrong with Nakobe Dean? He's small. Other than that, he's the JOK of this draft. He's small. We can't even draft him because we already got a small guy in JOK.
With the 65th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Luke Fortner, center, University of Kentucky. Duval.
He's listed as a center here. You can play center. I think you can play guard. Incredibly intelligent. The two masters.
We are so close. We are so close. Now look, I like Nakobe Dean a lot. If we end up taking Nakobe Dean, I'm not going to be upset about it. I would be more happy with Perion Winfrey. There is nobody that the Browns could draft right now that would piss me off, right? Like there is nobody there like that would piss me off. So we're good there. But y'all know who I want. Y'all know he's still here at 68. Gotta do it. You gotta do it. If they drafted a kicker at 68, I would lose my mind. I would pop a blood vessel on stream, dog. Venancio Fencia says odds we get a kicker or punter in the draft. I don't know. Low odds. Low odds on that. I would bet low odds. Low odds on that. All right, come on.
The Minnesota Vikings select Brian Asamoah, linebacker, Oklahoma.
One pick, guys. One pick, guys. We are one pick away. We are one pick away. Travis Jones or Perion Winfrey will be here. Will be here. Come on. We have talked about this for 6 months. Was it 6 months? It's April now. We've been talking about this for 4 damn months. Well, 3 months. Perion Winfrey. Perion Winfrey. Perion Winfrey. He's the guy for 44. He's damn sure the guy at 67 or 68 or wherever the hell the Browns, 68, right? The pick is in for the dance. Perion Winfrey is the man for 68. That's who I want. Somebody said Winfrey with the 3rd pick, and then Nakobe Dean with the 2nd one in the 3rd round. We got 3 of them. Cincy fans here for entertainment. Ace. Don't talk about Ace, man. Ace my homeboy. Don't talk trash about Ace. It ain't cool. Professor Chaos with the super chat. Okay, hold on. Wait.
With the 67th pick of the NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Josiah Azudu.
All right, he's there. He's there. He's there. That's part of it. It's part one of it. It's part one of it. All right. Perion Winfrey's there. How much would I have to donate for you to dab? Okay, I'm not doing no dabs on no damn stream, Professor Chaos, but I appreciate you trying. Dylan Bennett says, and with the 68 pick, shut up. Stop it. Don't you dare. If it happened, I'm gonna fight you, Dylan. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna fight you. Insurgent Honor says, if we get Winfrey, everybody wins. Q, good stuff. Hopefully, Jones and Winfrey. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen, man. All right. We are at the Browns pick at 68. The Browns are on the board. I don't know if the pick's in. They could trade back again. They did this to us at 44, but the Browns are here. Perion's here. Travis Jones is here. They have another pick in 10 selections here at 78. Perion's here. Nakobe Dean is here. Travis Jones is here. A lot of lovely options here on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, all them wide receivers is gone. They gone, dog. It's like David Bell and Justin Ross left. And with this, stop it, Dylan. If it happened, I'm gonna fight you. Malik Willis is still there, so the Browns could trade back for a team that wants him if they felt like they needed to get ahead of Tennessee. But this is the moment we've been waiting for. Perion Winfrey is on the board. Nakobe Dean is on the board. Travis Jones is on the board. I'm going to have to ignore chat for a little while just in case y'all spoil it. If we get Winfrey, everybody wins. Yep. Yep. All right, the Browns pick is in. They are picking here at 68. Once we get back from commercial break, we should see the Browns' first selection of the day. Thank you to the over 1,400 people watching live right now as the Browns make their selection. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. This might be a record. No, I think we got 2K for the post-Steelers game, boy. But either way, I appreciate the numbers. Ray Rag says, even though Whedon was a terrible pick, he makes more sense based off of the production of Kenny Pickett. Whedon threw for over 4,000 yards and 34 touchdowns twice. A lot of players make more sense than Kenny Pickett at 20. Like historically. You usually have 1 year of production. That's because like you're like this incredible prospect that has this upside that's amazing. Not because you're a dude like Kenny Pickett, who your upside is very limited. I don't understand how Kenny Pickett got hyped up into a first round pick. That don't make no damn sense to me. Like Mac Jones had to like almost throw for 5,000 yards to get to that point. Sly says Jones and Winfrey, let's make it happen. Let's get it. Let's get double big. I want 2 bigs, 2 slabs of meat in the 3rd round. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go heavy as hell. I want that private plane that they fly out back to Berea to be overweight because we got nothing but goddamn beef in this draft. Nothing but beef, nothing but big. I want the bigums, the biggest guy in the draft. Let's get it. Perion Winfrey right here. It's got to be Perion. It needs to be Perion. If it's not, I'll keep my composure, though. I'll keep my composure. We about to break 15K. All right. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Come on, goddammit. Get to the pick. Make me happy. Make me happy. Make me happy, Browns. I need this. Let's go. Jay says, is the win in capital letters? Absolutely. Come on. Come on. Oh, God damn. Come on. Get to the pick.
Still need a quarterback. There are discussions going on now about potentially moving back into the 3rd round to take a quarterback. Now they thought about it in the 2nd round. As the quarterback
Come on.
come to them, it is now within reach. So certainly something to watch.
Come on. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Get this pick up. Let's go. We traded all these picks and picked Watson and still have 9 left in this draft. That's crazy. Come on. Why is this taking so long? Just get to the damn pick. Come on. Come on. Come on. Miz, man. Don't. Miz, man. Miz, man. Don't you dare do your. Oh, my God. You're going to take forever. All right. Come on, Perion. Come on, Perion. Why did he say some dumb shit like that?
Martin Emerson, defensive back, Mississippi State. Let's go!
Only fitting that it be a big corner when the
I knew the pick was gonna be trash when it was the Miz announcing it. I knew that pick was gonna be mid because it was the damn Miz announcing the pick. Good news is I don't know much about Emerson. So maybe he's good. He's a long guy. I don't like tall corners. You know how I feel about it. All right, man. I don't like this pick at all. We'll see. I'm going to try to talk myself into this later on. But y'all going to make me sweat it out for 10 more picks? We traded back for that? Repulsive gravity says, yikes. Man, I hope this ages poorly. I really do. I hope this is one of them things that ages terribly. I don't like it. It was the damn Miz. I blame the Miz. This is what happens when you allow stuff like the Miz to announce your pick happens. Goddamn Miz.
Everybody knows night 2 is where the real action happens. That's right. I didn't even watch yesterday. Did I miss anything? Good. With the 69th pick. Hello. In the 2022
Trash. Aaron Pfeiffer says, what the F? Hey, man, he might be there at God. He might be there at 78. All right, let me get my tenders, man. I'll be right back, y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll be right back in like 2 seconds. I just gotta go to my door, get my delivery order. They're here. We don't need a corner. Why did I wait for this? I don't know. See, some of the Andrew Berry picks are amazing, and then some of them are Anthony Schwartz. I feel like we just put one in the Anthony Schwartz pack. We just put one in the Anthony Schwartz category. But we can redeem ourselves in 8 picks. If we just get Perry on at 78, we could redeem it. We could have got Perry on and Travis Jones, most likely. But hey, they view this whole thing differently than me. Yo, we just signed Denzel to the 5-year. I don't know. Maybe this is for Troy Hill replacement. We'll see. We'll see in the press conference why they did this. I'll be right back.
So somewhere out there, Ms. McCardle, I remember eyes on the copy. Moving on.
Jacksonville now about to sprint. They had Luke Fortner taken moments ago. Here's Troy Vincent from the league office to make this pick.
With the 70th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Chad Muma, linebacker, Wyoming.
Wow, they've doubled up. They got Devin Lloyd in the first round. They came back, got him. Now we had Chad Muma, another one who can roll and has outstanding instincts. I think you can make a case he's the most instinctive linebacker behind the Kobe Dean in this year's draft class. He's more of a slip block than a take-on block guy at the second level. Has a nice feel, just kind of working around blockers.
Sly says I would rather they reach for a wide receiver. Hey, man, we don't know much about this dude. He might be good, right? We might just be overreacting because we liked other players and we knew of other players, but the first reaction is not pleasant. It's not pleasant. Big corner, maybe that works out. I don't like big corners because usually they're terrible on the inside. But hey, I got tenders now. We got tenders. It's tender time, and I'm not gonna let them not taking Perry on ruin my tender time. And maybe we might get Perry on at 78. No. Last year they took a corner at first and then came back around and got my guy in the second round. Maybe they do that again just later in the draft. These tenders look good though. It's the best tenders around.
years old, diagnosed with type 1 diabetes.
I'm gonna move the mic closer to the iPad so y'all can hear this and not hear me eat.
See these guys be Buffaloes, but he was a legacy at Wyoming. His dad played at Wyoming. His granddad played at Wyoming, and he had a great career.
I know we're not doctors. We don't play one on TV, but we saw David Ajabo go with an Achilles heel injury, and it was terrific to see him go. Is whatever ails N'Kobe Dean so significant that somebody that stupendous? I mean,
What are you talking about?
Closing speed. You want to talk about smart. You want to talk about good people. You want to talk about anything that you want in a football player.
Aaron Pfeiffer, quit trying to be like Tony and Kenny Smalls.
Next year,
Because I'm disappointed they take Perry. You know I've been wanting Perry on Winfrey. What are you talking about? Like I made this shit up. Bye.
He wasn't one of them, and he was the heart and soul of that defense. Not just rah-rah, but production.
For real.
All of it. You know, so I'm with you. I don't get it.
He's a full package because it's not just all the stuff that.
Please don't let Perry on get drafted while I'm trying to enjoy these tenders.
Those plays before they even hit the field because of film study, being ready to line up, have the defense go through him where he is the signal caller, all those things. Engineering student. This kid's got it all. He's a Jonathan Vilma of this era in terms of
Was hot too,
and the
man.
athletic ability. I can't wait to see someone take a chance on him and get a steal.
The Ravens come up here in a little bit, but I'm telling you, I've seen it my whole life. These guys fall to the Ravens, and somehow this guy's going to have a more Raven. The rest of the league's going to hate themselves for it.
And Trent Baalke kind of went away from that red shirt thing then, didn't he?
Yeah.
Because remember when he was in San Francisco? He took all those guys who were injured, got a red shirted them and brought them along. Now
If Baltimore gets Perry on, I'm going to fight somebody.
So the Chicago Bears are about to pick. They went defensive back in both of their picks in the second round, their first picks in this draft, because they.
What's the deal with Dean? He's just small. Everybody's afraid of him because he's small. Other than that, he's good.
For the third player today.
With the 71st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Velus Jones, wide receiver, Tennessee.
Charles, it's a volunteer, so you've got to take him, but I do find it interesting when you think about what his skill set is and what he can do.
You mean Cordero Patterson?
Going to the Chicago Bears.
Absolutely. And this is a kid who started out at USC and transferred to Tennessee. And watch him work in the slot. Big body guy. I don't know about you guys, but when he ran at the combine, that was faster than what I anticipated. I knew he could roll. But I thought he was a big, strong, physical kid. I had no idea he was going to run sub 4.4.
Well, you know, and
that was the thing that I saw.
He's been a 10-500 meter too.
I mean, he gets going.
Those Tennessee guys are weird because usually they'll have pretty average college careers, but they're spectacular athletes. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they're like really good pros.
We're seeing some balls going. By the way, I got to get it in. That's Tennessee 2, Appalachian State 0.
Seahawks are next. Don't even ask about college mention, but this be a spot where a quarterback goes. Certainly with the Colts and Falcons coming after.
Joe, you've got connections in the USFL.
Why are they doing this to me, man? Why are they doing this to me?
You're happy it's spring.
Why they don't love Perry on Winfrey like I love Perry on Winfrey? Maybe I'm wrong on him. Maybe I liked him too much.
Without telling me you don't feel like cooking.
Who said this tender got kitty litter on it? Stop playing. Stop playing. That's called dry rub on these tenders. Stop playing. Now I'm not telling y'all where I got it.
You two make a real good pair. Little ones keep you on the run. Man, ain't retirement fun. Wait, when in the world did they change math? Good thing you got a little help with that. Care and protection, that's the bottom line. And Nationwide is on your side. I remember the day you asked.
All right, so the Seahawks picks in.
So I said, find a job, any job, work hard. That's just how it is. But of course, you didn't listen. You showed me there's another way. I'm proud of you.
I get it.
Dion, hand it over. Now, how does that make you feel?
Like a part of me is missing.
Gabrielle? This Old Spice Fiji hand and body lotion has me smoother than ever.
That's what it does.
Business hotel. I eat, sleep, and breathe efficiency. I'm looking for someone who appreciates high ROIs and even higher RPs. I would perfect somewhere.
I love that Voyager has real-time data. You can see when.
Did Donovan Peoples-Jones ever get that corned beef sandwich? Somebody asked him. Somebody asked DPJ, did he get that corned beef sandwich?
You're ready to start your own business. LegalZoom can help you set it up. We've helped launch and support millions.
Dylan Bennett says, hey, Q, just curious, do I smoke grass? I do not smoke grass, as in I do not go into my front yard, get grass, and put it in a swisher, roll it, and smoke it as a blunt. I do not smoke grass. Your boy Don says, where I get them tenders, bro?
Get your quote now.
It's a local joint where I'm at. Y'all not gonna know it, so I'm gonna just keep it to myself for now, unless they want to throw me some sponsorship. If it was a local joint in Cleveland, I would tell y'all, but it's not.
That's not really the answer, and they might not get Baker. If you think,
Thank you. Just curious. Oh yeah, that one already popped up.
To be ready when Matt Ryan finally retires, we think he might just finish his career in Indianapolis.
No. Get another guy after Matt Ryan. Just keep the line going.
Or the Falcons maybe, need a guy right now to season while Marcus Mariota's there. Then now's the time. The next
appreciate the super chat, though, Don. Appreciate it.
72, 73, 74. We should mention, certainly with the Seahawks about to make their pick. Yep. Russell Wilson was the 75th overall quarterback. 75th overall pick of his draft.
Malik Wills is there in the third round, dog.
Quarterback taken at the time in the draft. So far, we only see one. Let's see what happens with the Seahawks right here. The 2022 NFL Draft.
Seattle Seahawks selection. Please welcome 2018 draft pick from the University of.
Oh, shout out. That's the homie from UCF. Who do I think he replaces in the cornerback room? Greedy.
With the 72nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Abraham Lucas.
Or maybe they think he's a safety. If they think he's a safety, he could be a John Johnson replacement, which would make sense.
Two tackles now. They start with Charles Cross, come back with 8.
But right now, we would assume Greedy, right? He's a big-ass corner. He's not going to play inside, I don't think. He would be on the outside.
The only knock on him was every now and then guys get into him with some power. You got to improve his anchor. But overall, I think this is a solid bookend tackle. And Peter and Chris, I think they got two starters.
Where's that Nick Chubb mean?
DJ, Drew Lock is very happy. He feels well protected, and he has some job security, at least at this point. What is going on, Peter Schrager, with the quarterback situation?
Well, they're beginning to fall. Now we're all the way into the third round. I'll say this. With Baker and Jimmy Garoppolo still looming.
The quarterbacks available right now are like crazy, though. You can get Baker Mayfield. You get Jimmy Garoppolo. You can get who else? Oh, Malik Wills right now. Like, that's crazy right now.
Tone that down. It's not there. We'll say this. The one quarterback that I'm surprised by, other than Willis, Desmond Ridder. That is a quarterback that everyone who met with him fell in love with him. I would be shocked if Ridder didn't go, at least in the next two picks or in the third round as a whole.
The quarterback wait continues. Here's the Colts pick.
Comedy duo, Chiqui Boyas.
What's this dumb shit they got on my screen right now?
I don't know if this is an act or not. It is Vegas.
Fox Dan Gaming says, I see you were not happy about the Browns' first pick. I'm a little late. Who do you have they get next? Perry on Winfrey.
22 NFL Draft. The Indianapolis Colts select Jelani Woods, tight end, Virginia.
Jelani Woods. This is a traits position. Tight ends.
This is
You've seen this
crazy.
over the last few years. Don't get caught up in production. Just find the biggest, most athletic guys and then develop them at the NFL level. This is a former quarterback.
I think the same thing. I don't think you needed a corner at 68, but hey, man, at that point, you're in the third round. This best player available.
He is enormous.
I can understand the thinking behind it. I just hope he's good.
Tested really well at that size. And beat corners out there on the outside. Then you know he's going to do the dirty work in the run game. You go back to Oklahoma State. That was his primary role as a blocker there. He can pass. He's good in pass pro. He can knock you off the ball in the run game as well. The Indianapolis Colts, they're betting on the traits here with Jelani Woods. We're going ahead of some other tight ends. I think people might be surprised by that. I'm not. It's a traits position right
So let me just ask you this question. Mayock's not here. Which would be his least favorite introduction of a Colts pick? What we just saw or that orangutan from years ago in the Philadelphia draft?
I'll give the orangutan the win on that one.
Is it even more than the cheeky boyo?
Yeah, the reaction of the orangutan was
Yeah,
so
that's some chat.
Okay.
I feel like he's a Troy Hill replacement if he hits. A slot corner though at 6'2". I don't know. I gotta watch him. If he can move like that, then cool.
The Atlanta Falcons select Desmond Ritter.
Wow, Desmond Ritter finally off the board.
Okay, so there it is. There you go. Desmond Ritter breathes a sigh of relief. It is
So Desmond Ritter is gone.
time to finally hear his name. The young man
He went to Atlanta.
makes Cincinnati's football program a national championship combatant this year. A winner. He is now going to Atlanta, and it'll be Arthur Smith putting him in a quarterback room with Marcus Mariota and saying, soak it up, soak it in.
Rich, we talked about it at the combine. We put them up side by side.
That makes a ton of sense. They got Marcus Mariota in the building, literally. That's the dude who he compares to most favorably. But I don't know if you drafted him because he compared to Marcus Mariota. I know what we know about Marcus.
Hope to eventually take his job, but maturity is the word that came up over and over and over again. When you talk to him, you figured it out. This guy is very grounded. He has a plan.
I can't believe Ritter and Pickett went over Wills. That's crazy.
As a thrower, I thought he got better throughout his career, showing the ability to move safeties with his eyes and win from within the pocket. Outstanding poise. This is a dime against Ohio State, dropping it right over the shoulder. There's instances where you see him really work the full field. You don't see that with a lot of quarterbacks in this draft class. Again, goes to the maturity and the intelligence, two of his best traits.
When's Carolina going to trade back into this, right?
His athleticism, buy some time and be a playmaker, feel the rush. It's hard to cover when you've got a quarterback that can create that much time. And then as a runner, I actually even wanted to see a little bit more of this from him. His ability to create with his legs and go make things happen.
Especially after he ran at the combine. You're like, man, I wish we would have seen a little more of that in college. But what I liked about him is that he was, along with Kenny Pickett, of those top 5 quarterbacks that we talked about, he was one of the guys that would consistently win from the pocket guys and anticipate. This was a beautiful throw down the middle against Notre Dame. And by the way, going and taking a team into South Bend and winning is not easy. That's not an easy place. How about this? A little hole shot against the rotation as they bring a corner on the blitz. He understands what he's looking at. Charles, I loved his football IQ, not to
Emerson is perfect. I went with Dak Prescott because of the essence of the whole thing. Remember, Dak Prescott.
That's a strong comp.
Rallied that team.
Dak Prescott.
There. Deep into November. That's not supposed to happen. Desmond Ritter, 43 and Cincinnati.
Somebody said maybe Malik Willis likes long clippers in his swishers.
That's not supposed to happen. Both of those guys, faces of franchises.
There ain't no reason not to draft him.
People with them, and both of them not highly regarded going in. Accuracy, people talk about that. He'll get a bounce from Dak and what he's done. Also get a bounce from Josh Allen. Remember we said Josh wasn't accurate. He improves over 16 percentage points in his first 3 years. This kid has a chance, and he couldn't do it in a better quarterback room with a better person than Marcus Mariota.
There was no margin for error for them. Like, to get into the playoff from a group of 5 like Cincinnati is remarkable. It's set up for them basically.
Fox Den Gaming, Baker's probably gone after the draft.
He was the heart and soul of that team.
It's looking like a release right
I
now.
tell you what, anytime you brought up Desmond
It's looking like a release, not a trade.
He is asking his OC, though, why didn't we run him more? I saw him running the combine. Why didn't we call more quarterback run plays?
Thank you for super chat.
When you saw his face there, it was emotional, but I also saw some intensity.
Yeah, like that, right there. They're all they will all pay for making me wait for that long, and he goes to Atlanta. So for the third time, the Ravens get jumped by a team that jumps in front of them to make a selection, and the second time it's the Texans.
The Denver Broncos have traded the 75th pick to the Houston Texans.
Ray Rag says, can't wait to hear why Malik Willis fell this far. I have no idea.
2022 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Christian Harris.
All right.
Backer, Alabama.
They jumped him for another Alabama player. They've got the Ravens on Alabama players. So if you like an Alabama player, you better get in front of the Baltimore Ravens.
That's crazy, man.
Big time speed from Christian Harris. Really the light started to come on for him late in his college career.
All right, Ravens are going to be up here. I'm worried about this where the defensive tackle goes.
The Ravens have on their team. So maybe that's the reason why they felt like they need to get ahead of the Ravens to make this pick.
But as you said, though, earlier, watch Nakobe Dean will fall right to the Ravens, and that is a possibility for them to go select him.
Nakobe Dean, though, pairing him up with Patrick Queen, that's kind of small. Unless you're not sold on Patrick Queen's future. Then you do take it.
On the clock. Right now, the Colts are on the clock, but there is Christian Harris. He is going to
Thomas Dalton says, looks like Kenny Pickett was a huge reach, a colossal reach that we knew once it happened that was reach.
From Dallas, Texas. Draft drive here in Vegas. It'll be named that tomorrow, too. We have the rest of the third round to get to. The Ravens pick when we come back. Colts, Browns, and Chargers after that.
Feels like spring. Time to stop and smell the roses. But why stop there? Smell the fresh grass. Maybe a couple of steaks.
Incredible.
Too. Everything you need for spring at our best prices of the season at the Home Depot.
Welcome to the Eat Fresh Refresh at Subway. Wait, that's new. Wait, you're new too.
Nobody told you? Subway's refreshing with better ingredients, better footlongs, and better spokespeople.
Because you got
refresh to be fresh.
I'm what you call a boutique hotel. I'm looking to provide a more unique experience. Do you like single origin coffee over a game of chess? Me too.
It's all you.
No, I insist.
It's your turn.
No, I think it's your turn.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Go.
I appreciate your appreciation. It fills me. Save drivers, save money with Farmers.
Just for driving safely?
It's a Farmers policy perk. Get Farmers and you can get a safe driver discount simply for having a clean
Trotter
driving
tweeted
record.
over the last 2 seasons, Martin Emerson, when pressing, was allowed only 38% completion percentage and a 24 QBR. When not pressing, he's allowed 54 and 57. So that would suggest to me, boundary corner, right? Much better press man. You don't waste guys who are good at press man, especially since he's so long, right? When you have a guy that's that long, you want him to be press man. Especially if he has the feet. That's the thing I worry about with tall corners. Sometimes the college stuff doesn't translate cleanly just because the athletes at that size are going to be much bigger. Maybe they see him as a guy that they can put on tight ends in the red zone, and they can solve things like that. We shall see what the plan is. Felt like the Browns already had embarrassment of riches. Sorry about that. An embarrassment of riches at the cornerback position. I didn't see why you would ever have to draft the corner here, but they must have thought he was very good, very high on this player to take him there. You know, I'm going to do some research on him so I can figure out what this dude is like. Okay. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see who Baltimore takes here. And this was frustrating things that's starting to develop with Andrew Berry and this staff. And look, they've done a great job in certain spots, but when it comes to the defensive line, why haven't we taken a single chance here to try and develop this defensive line with some decent picks? I'm not saying first round, but try to develop the position. Your boy Dan jumps on this, says, why do we refuse to develop defensive ends across from Garrett? Makes more sense if we get Clowney back. But by the way, Barry can preach. He's never wrong. He's never have enough corners. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's always true, but I don't know. I don't know. Again, I don't know what the player is. I have not taken a great look at him. I was not expecting the Browns to take a corner today. But, maybe the player is really good. If he is, cool. I mean, we got excited about Anthony Schwartz last year when we didn't know about him. And then all of a sudden, we saw him play and he wasn't good. Like, this could be one of those. It could be one of the others. It's a third-round pick at the end of the day. A big of a deal. But it does become a big deal if Perion Winfrey is the player that I think he is. Hey, Matt Begg says, hey, Quincy, I have a question. If we keep Baker for the whole year and at the end of the year, his contract, he walks, don't we get some kind of compensational pick? Man, we don't want to deal with that. You don't have to deal with the NFLPA all year. You don't have to deal with Baker's management all year. That's just a headache. You're not going to get a comp pick, too, because he's not going to sign somewhere after not playing for a year for any money, right? He's going to sign somewhere for probably the veteran minimum. And then you'll end up not getting a comp pick because he's not going to sign somewhere for big money if he doesn't play this year. So that's just a pipe dream.
All right, Brock, here we go. With the 76th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Travis Jones, defensive tackle, UConn.
Well, at least we know we couldn't go double big.
Two players left in my top 50 on the defensive side of the ball. One was Kobe Dean. The other was this one right here, Travis Jones. I thought he was a top 40 player in this draft. Powerful, can really handle double teams. They love big people in Baltimore. He's going to fit right in. Here he is walking Cole Strange right back to the quarterback. That was a fun battle for him all week long. He got after people in these one-on-ones. You can see how strong and powerful he was. Going up against some quality interior players. This is Sam Johnson right here. Throwing him to the side.
Yeah, the Ravens are having one hell of a draft, man.
Put on a show with that athleticism. It's hard to find guys this big that can move like he does. I thought he would have got more juice and more. We would have talked about him more coming out of the combine, if not for what we saw out of Georgia and those two defensive tackles. But CD, this is a Ravens type player.
Really a Ravens type player. But the quick question to you is: do you think he held on this long because of the wiggle, or maybe what people don't see as much of? Because if you go straight ahead, he's going to walk you back. How much you going to move and make people
All right, come on. What's 77 going to be?
With the 77th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft.
Am I streaming the ninth pick? We'll see what time it is.
Select Bernard Raymond.
Oh, he sucks.
Central Michigan.
I'm not a big fan of Raymond. Y'all know what kind of football players I like. Bernard Raymond is the exact opposite. Strong dude who don't like to fight. He don't like to fight, not a single bit. You go back and watch his Senior Bowl. Everybody who decided it was going to get in his chest, got in his chest. I saw Majay Sanders' little ass get in his chest as big as Bernard Raymond is. That man don't like to punch. He don't like to fight. He let people get into his chest too easy. For as big as he is, nah, man, I'm good on all that. I don't like Bernard Raymond at all. At all. Thank you for the super chat, Sly. I appreciate it. Ravens are having a hell of a draft right now. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Bernard Raymond. He don't seem like the type of dude to like to fight. Now I see he's in the military. He might like to shoot. Cool. I'll make sure I don't get him to get them things on me. But I don't think he like to punch and fight when it comes to football. I'm not even going to hype myself up for it. I'm not going to set myself up for disappointment this time. Yes, Perion Winfrey is here at 78. I know, but I'm just going to set myself up to not be excited about it because I don't want to have another bad reaction. Thank you, Nick Aaron. Nick Aaron for the super chat.
This is the Baker Mayfield situation that we're still sitting through to see how it all shakes out tonight. And Jacoby Dean is still on the board. Malik Willis and Matt Corrales. Sam Howell. All the quarterbacks you want, pretty much.
I'm not going to get excited. I'm not going to get excited. I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to relax and just accept whatever happens. The pick's in.
My Sam Howell comparison was Baker Mayfield, but I think we're trying to figure out what's going to happen when both of them comparisons are just like landing spot on this year. Yeah, I mean, for Marcus Mariota, that's where he is.
I have more hope because this is not the Miz. This is Andrew Hawkins. I like Andrew Hawkins.
Dog check. All right. So if you're one of the millions of football fans out there rushing to search, who is this small in stature but devilishly handsome man I've never heard of? I'm going to save you some time and instead tell you to search NFL Pro Era, the first NFL virtual reality video game ever by Status Pro in the NFL and coming to VR this fall. Welcome to the future of the field. And welcome to the future of the land, Brownies.
Not going to get excited.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Cleveland Browns select Alex Wright, defensive end, UAB. Alex Wright's a really intriguing player. Split his time on the edge as well as rushing inside. He's explosive. You see him just crash from the backside. You see the strength and the power and the speed all come together there. Just plays a little bit too high. You have to get his pads down a little bit. Something to work on going forward, but an intriguing player, Rich.
All right, so that is the Blue Man Group, just right down from us. Okay. Is Kyle Brady for an angry run or something like that?
He's nothing, Rich, but I'm just going to text him to find out real quick. Your chain? No, is that that's what we were doing? Are we not doing that today? Oh.
The future stars.
I better be so goddamn wrong about Perion Winfrey, man. I better be so absolutely absurdly wrong about this dude. He better suck. Like, because this don't make no damn sense. Aaron Pfeiffer said he about to go to bed. I'm at least waiting until Perion gets off the board because what the hell is this? I bet we got damn sex bots in the chat. Okay, I understand some of y'all like Alex Wright. I'm not a big fan. Not a big fan. Not a big fan at all. We got Alex Wright. We got the Sega Genesis. We got the Sega Master System mascot. Another long, skinny dude who don't. We don't have to try. Okay. Fox Dan Gamer Q, who are you fighting? Got to punch that air. Man, I'm not about to punch no air. The next pick is 99. It's the second to last pick of the draft, of this day of the draft. I don't like Barry's draft selections when it comes to the defensive line. I'll say that. I haven't liked them for the last 2 years. I absolutely don't like this pick. I might be wrong on this, but I don't like his defensive line picks. I just don't. They have not worked out. Jordan Elliott, Tommy Togiai. We've been trying to fill that hole in the middle for so long, and it ain't worked. It ain't worked. These spark scores can't tell you who like to fight on the defensive line. And sometimes that's what matters, is that you have to get dudes who like to fight. Like analytics can help you with corners. Analytics can help you with safeties. Analytics can help you with damn linebackers, right? But it can't tell you nothing about a running back. It can't tell you nothing about no offensive or defensive lineman, because a lot of that is how much you like to fight. How much you like to just get physical and play football because it's painful down there. AB says he trusts what AB's doing and cooking up. Look at his track record when it comes to the trenches. It's not the most impressive thing he's ever done. I'm just saying, like, it's not the most impressive thing. The analytics can help you get some great picks sometimes. It can also get you into some tough situations on the defensive line. This is one of them. I'm out on this pick. Not a big fan. Tommy been spoiling. Somebody snitched on you, homie. I gotta put that band hammer down. Let me find Tommy. I'm not a fan of that pick. Absolutely not a fan. Perrion right there. Man. No, look, Andrew Berry knows what he's doing for about 9 positions. There are 2 positions where I'm convinced he's just not that great at selecting. And look, he can't be perfect. He's going to have holes. But those are my favorite positions to watch, man. Like, that's what kills me. Thank you for the super chat, man. Aaron Pfeiffer says, and look, I hope I'm wrong. And Aaron Pfeiffer says he agrees with me. He's with me on this. I hope I'm wrong. At the end of the day, Andrew Berry's the dude who's qualified to be the GM of the Cleveland Browns, and I'm the dude who's qualified to sit in a chair and sweat and eat tenders. All right, so maybe he knows more than me, right? I'm not trying to say I'm the end-all, be-all when it comes to this information, but I do think that there's a little bit of a flaw with the process. I think you could point to certain things that could point out that there's a flaw with the process. And the main thing that shows you there's a flaw with the process is that we've been having 1-year solutions at these defensive edge and defensive tackle positions when we ain't had to do that for no other position because we've been really good at drafting them. It seems like this is a problem area for them. Max Nilikenko says, I bet the only undrafted free agents the Browns will fight this year are wide receivers and snap holders. Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed they traded back. I'm disappointed what they traded back for. I'm just disappointed. I hope that I am all time wrong on this, but I am disappointed. That's my initial reaction. Again, for anybody who's going to clip this in 2 years and this turns out to be the greatest draft of all time, great. I'm happy that's the case. But right now, I'm not happy. I hope to be wrong. I hope to be wrong, man. I really do. Wow. Another $10 super chat from Noah. Appreciate you, Noah. I didn't see what was written on it, but I appreciate you, man. Appreciate your dedication to the show. Man.
In the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Look at that move just to the outside, gets himself open. A tight end that can create his own space, win, catch with his hands. He's a good player. You feel his.
And look, I know some people are gonna be upset with me because I'm not just like, hey, go Browns, everything else like that. Like I'm gonna criticize what the Browns do. Some of y'all think I only do this for Baker Mayfield. I do this for everybody who's in the Cleveland Browns organization because I love this team and I want this team to be better. And I think one of the ways you can help your team, well, one of the ways that you can help the fan base understand the team better is to be critical when you feel like there's a reason to be critical. I'm not saying my opinion is the end all be all. Ultimately, I could be wrong, but I'm telling you what I feel. Did not love these 2 first picks.
The New York Giants select Cordell Slot, defensive back, LSU. Slot in the slot. Here we go. A chance to be one of the better nickels in this draft class.
He's a little bit light. He's not real thick, but he is outstanding quickness and awareness. You're going to be able to play him in the slot, let him blitz a little bit. He plays with toughness. Again, you see how slightly fit he is. Remember Bradley Roby with Nicole? Give me that name. Kel Roby.
Got another super chat. Kuiper has Perrion as the 6th best player available. Who knows, man? I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong at all about Perrion. I usually have pretty good feelings about these kind of things that turn out to be accurate. I feel like I'm right, but I understand if you disagree.
They've got to be happy with the way that this draft has gone. Obviously, the first round they were thrilled with the way that went, but they've gotten some very good players.
It's now time for the Falcons to come out and give their second pick of the third round for them.
It'd be one thing if they weren't taking Perrion and they were taking players I like that weren't Perrion. It's just like they're taking nobody I like, which is fine. They're not entitled. I'm not entitled to have them take players that I like. It's just, if I want to feel good about these picks, that's what it will require. It sounds like AB is more focused on drafting potential depth players. This is what his board is. This is just what he believes is the best available. This is what he believes is best available. He's going with best available. Hey, we'll see if he's right. This is his job. You know what I mean? AB basically giving the Ravens the picks we need. Yeah, the Ravens out here having a draft that I would dream to have. They are really. They really are having a draft that I dream of. So how does this drastically lower the chances of? It doesn't have any effect on clowning. This has nothing to do with clowning. Man, how mad you just made me think. So how mad I'm gonna be if they don't even bring back clowning. No Perrion, no clowning, no nothing. Just leaving Miles on an island with a couple of skinny boys. I'm gonna be upset. It better work. It better work. It really better work. Because you know what I'm not trying to hear come week 8? Boy, the Browns defensive line is just having a real hard time getting Miles one-on-one. If I hear that shit in week 7, I'm gonna be pissed off because we had the opportunity not to have that happen. We really did multiple times and traded out of it. So if we start to hear that in week 7 and it's not due to injury, it's just because we don't have the personnel, that's when I'll be pissed off. But right now that ain't happened yet, right? Like that's when I'll get upset. I ain't trying to hear that shit. To get players so that didn't happen. So if it does, because they didn't properly fix that, that's on them. But I'm gonna trust right now that their plan is the plan. But I don't like it. But I'm gonna trust it. I don't like it at all, but I'm gonna trust it. And Perrion's still there. We could get him at 99, but I'm not about to fool myself into thinking that's gonna happen. It ain't happening. They would have took Perrion at 44 if they liked him. So this is what it is. I don't love any of these picks, but hey, maybe they have a great day tomorrow. Yeah, park sandwiches, both picks follow their guardrails, age, RAS, height, weight, or whatever it is. I hate these goddamn guardrails, to be honest with you. These guardrails are stupid. I'm not a big fan of the concept of just having all these guardrails in there. But, this is how they want to do it. They've had success doing it, so they get some benefit of the doubt, right? They have had success. So I give them some benefit of the doubt. But that does not mean that I immediately am just going to kiss ass and love it. I'm going to be critical of it. I'm skeptical of it. But hey, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. When I won't give it the benefit of the doubt is if Miles is like, oh, man, I'm getting tripled every play. Nobody can get off on single doubles. All right. Max says, I bet the Browns traded the second round pick with the Texans in agreement. That's just, come on. I'm not doing this conspiracy shit. It's too late. It's too late at night for all that, man. Appreciate the super chat, but I ain't trying to intoxicate the chat with all that. Aaron Pfeiffer says, "Don't get down, Q. You put on an awesome show, and your stuff. That's why we watch you. Biggest need is D tackle. Boy, they really just don't value the position. If Travis Jones and Perrion were sitting there that long and they didn't feel any sense of urgency to take any of those two, they just don't value the position, and I'm concerned about that. That's not an ideology I could get down with. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of anti, to be honest." Ray Rag says, since he's been with the team 2016, 2018, and then again in 2020, the Browns, there have been about 7 D linemen. Miles and Larry are the only players that have worked since Barry has been with the Browns. Yeah, there's a history of him not being great at this position, but I don't know what to blame from 2016 to 2018 on Andrew Barry, given that,
Of the 2022 NFL Draft, the number 1 team in sports with the greatest fans in the world, the Philadelphia Eagles, are happy, are happy to select a linebacker from Georgia,
Nakobe Dean, 83.
Congratulations, my man. Welcome to the Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
How about Gio wanted a linebacker? He first-round linebacker.
For the love of God.
Not a first-round linebacker. He just didn't get him till the 3rd round. This is a player that should have been.
Yeah, I love Nakobe Dean. I think Nakobe Dean's a big-time player. Big-time player. Oh, man, they got Nakobe Dean and Jordan Davis. They going to have a good defense out there in Philly. All right, Young Banana Clip says, if we don't get Clowney or any other defensive tackle, it's about to be like, wait, what? It's about to be like when she won't come up for coffee after dropping 150 that night. Sir, or ma'am, sir or madam. All right. Sly with a $2 super chat says Barry could draft everything but trench players. He has a little bit of an issue. Now, again, to be fair, I'll let this one play out. But the last 2 ain't worked out. Well, at least Jordan Elliott for damn sure ain't work out. And Andrew Billings definitely did not work out. That's got to be a troll. And look, if you love the Alex Wright pick, good on you. I'm not trying to shit on you right now. I'm not trying to be like, oh, you're stupid. You don't know football. Hey, man, like what you like. I would just say, if what I'm not trying to hear is about how we need to get defensive tackles next year. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to hear about how we're going to have to fill this all year. Like, if they suck on if they're not good on the defensive line to where they should be, at least as good as last year, this is on them. Unless there's injuries. This is on them. They had all the opportunity in the world to get some good players. We'll see. Maybe Alex Wright is the best player in this draft. I don't know. I'm not living in the future. It could be. All right, let's get these damn sex bots out of here. Let's pack them up. Now, it ain't like John Dorsey was out here drafting good defensive tackles either. Didn't he draft Austin Corbett? Like, nah.
In the 2022 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select DeMarvin Leal, defensive end, Texas A&M.
Boy, I thought that was going to be Perrion. I was going to lose my mind.
Somebody can play out on the edge, can play inside, really quick hands. I love the effort that he played with. There were times where he'd get caught and washed out.
According to Aaron Wilson, the Panthers want the Browns to pay a large portion of Mayfield's salary to work out a Baker Mayfield trade. If the financial gap can't be bridged, no deal. Well, what's the compensation? If you want me to eat a significant portion of the deal, it better be some decent compensation. That's the question. That's the question. All right, New England's on the clock here. Let me do some things real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, who the Patriots taking?
Words I never thought I'd ever say.
I'm announcing for the Patriots with the 85th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The New England Patriots select Marcus Jones, defensive back, Houston.
I liked him over the other guy.
Also one of the best returners in this year's draft class. Had a couple shoulder injuries, but man, I don't care about the size. When you see what he does with the ball in his 9 career punt returns, elite ball skills, that wide receiver turn corner. You see the wide receiver and the way he plays corner.
And Charles, would you, if you had to guess, do you think he's a little bit more country or a little bit more rock and roll?
I think a little bit more rock and roll, but they call it Patriot love.
Well done.
Thank you. I'm not going to get any of these guys.
Roll your break.
The 2022 NFL Draft is presented by Verizon, the official 5G.
Well, at least they're getting through these picks fast. Hopefully, we'll be out of here by 11. I'm willing to believe Martin Emerson is somebody I'm going to eventually like once I look at the tape. I don't know about Alex Wright. Was Alex Wright at the Senior Bowl? If he was at the Senior Bowl, then I really don't like him. Hold on. UAB Edge. Okay, so he's 6'7", 270. He's really thin, so he's not inside-outside guy. Maybe they think in 3 years they can move him to inside-outside guy. He's kind of a discount Logan Hall. Yeah, he's kind of a discount Logan Hall without all the things that I liked about Logan Hall. Again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm dead ass wrong. Michael, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the $5. Appreciate the love. Oh, are they just announcing picks now? Okay, no. I thought they were just announcing picks at the ticker now. They should. Let's get this thing over with. We ain't got to see it. Yeah, Wright played at University of Alabama, Birmingham. Somebody said the Browns staying true to their board. This is DB Dog 21 who says Browns staying true to their board. Right, 12.5 sacks in 34 games. I don't care about your sack numbers in college. Looking forward to developing him, most likely to replace Greedy next season. Oh, you talking about you're looking at Emerson. Yeah. A Greedy replacement, though. It's kind of like not the biggest deal in the world. And again, with Wright, like, yeah, we're going to develop him. Who have we developed? We have had 3 developmental guys on this roster for forever. And they've been trash. You know what I mean? Like, just get a player who's good. I don't want to wait 2 years to have a player be good. We're trying to win now. Get a player who's ready to go right now. Throw some of them guardrails out the window. Hey, Q, am I going to do a breakdown of these picks? Yeah, they'll probably be out by tomorrow. I'll try to get them out by tomorrow. Pick is in for Tennessee. This could be Malik. Appreciate the super chat, man.
Office to come on out here and read the Tennessee Titans pick. Who did they trade up to go get? 86th overall.
NFL Chief Football of
The fifth round selection to the Raiders. Whose fans will have to wait just a few more minutes. But here's the Titans pick.
The Las Vegas Raiders have traded the 86th pick.
Z-Best says analytics show that INT runs, low EPA plays, interior run defense suffer because teams focus on passing. DT equals low priority. Sure. Oh, Malik Wells went right there. Casey. All right, yeah. So, sure. If you look at it like that, you could say, oh, well, stopping the run is not a priority because you could just force teams to pass. No, what happens when you can't? What happens when the team just they're going to run it down your throat? What the hell are you going to do? Cross your fingers that they just start passing the ball? Nah, man. Nah. That's ridiculous. That's a great spot for Malik Willis, by the way. That's ridiculous. I don't know. That's ridiculous. What you going to do? You just don't get any defensive tackles. You notice why all these teams that love analytics have terrible run defenses? Eventually, you learn you can't do football purely on a spreadsheet. You can't handle the line of scrimmage on no goddamn spreadsheet. How many times do we have to learn this? How many times must this be showed? You can handle a lot of positions in football on that spreadsheet, and it can work out for you. But you can't handle the line of scrimmage on no goddamn spreadsheet. There's no stat for fight. There is no stat for fight. There's no RAS score for fight. Anybody who's played any defensive line, tell me, how important is it that you like to fight if you're a defensive line? How many guys you saw had all them tools growing up, couldn't get no pressure because they ain't like to fight like that? There's no statistic for fight. It's why analytics mean nothing in boxing. Well, it means something when it comes to strategy, but mean nothing when it comes to predicting who's going to be a good boxer. We don't do RAS score in boxing. We don't do RAS score with MMA. So why the hell does that matter for the line of scrimmage? I don't give a damn about the RAS score when it comes to a big old fat dude, 6'3", 6'6", 300 pounds. The RAS score is out the window. Who gives a fuck about it? I'm tired of hearing about the goddamn RAS score. I don't even know if Perrion had a bad RAS score. He probably had a good one. Ray Rags 14 teams like his PFF ranking, maybe. Ray Biting says, how about Jeremy Ruckert for the Browns' next pick? At this point, man, it is whatever. It is whatever at this point. This draft is not going. I don't think this is going to be a one to remember. Ray Rags 14. Now I wonder if they would have taken Davis at 13. I am too. I think it's silly, but I am too. 12 picks away. Let's see if threes, the third time's a charm. Maybe. Toxic Q is coming. I'm toxic because I like defensive linemen who like to fight, because I'm not about to cheerlead a RAS score philosophy that I don't even personally believe in. What are you talking about? Toxic because I don't agree with everything that the team is doing? What is that? That's toxic. When you just blindly agree with your team because it's your squad and you can, oh, Browns, love everything that the Browns do. We drafted Justin Gilbert 8 overall. Yeah, that's some toxic bullshit. That's some dumb shit. When you draft Justin Gilbert because of a RAS score at 8 and you let Aaron Donald get past you, that's some dumb shit. And we got to avoid the dumb shit. How do you avoid it? By knowing what the dumb shit is. And when you talk about RAS scores as a reason why you draft the defensive tackle, that's dumb shit. He said the Browns are straight bums. Okay, no, stop it. The Browns gonna be really good at football this year. They just didn't take a defensive tackle down. Like they might have a hole. Let's cut it there, dog. Browns ain't going under 500 this year if they have a healthy team. D. Wally says Steelers, Pickens, Ravens, Jones, both going to start right away, and we out here drafting backups, Barry reaching for mid rounds as usual. Yeah, this ain't the day. This ain't the day to post them Andrew Berry memes. And look, man, I have no problem with you trusting Andrew Berry and giving him the benefit of the doubt. I absolutely understand that. But to call somebody else toxic because they're not doing the same thing is stupid. That's some dumb shit. Stop it. Believe what you want to believe, but don't mean that that's what everybody got to believe. Emmitt Smith just having a day. See what I mean? If you say some dumb shit and I respond to your dumb shit, don't get mad and say I'm sensitive because I'm just responding to the dumb shit that you said. DB Dog says as a former DB, you're absolutely right. You can't measure want to. You definitely need that trenches, big dudes that refuse to be blocked. Yeah, it's a fight down there. That's all I'm saying. Is that in the trenches, it's a fight basically. And what wins fight? Want to. Want to wins a lot of fights. How badly do you want to win this fight? That's usually what wins this fight. Anybody that's been in a fight knows want to got a lot to do with it. Now, skill also has a ton to do with it. If you're not skilled, but you want to, and you're going up against somebody who also has that want to and the skill, you're going to lose. But if all things are equal, it comes down to want to. And analytics can't really measure want to. You just got to see it. Sly says to get Deshaun Watson safe this offseason. Maybe. We'll see, man. I hope so. Now, that being said, if they get Perion Winfrey at 99, this is the greatest draft of all time.
Because this pick is the only pick who will win the Super Bowl in his rookie year. With the 89th pick of the 2022 NFL Draft, the Super Bowl 57 champion Buffalo Bills select my man, Terrell Bernard, linebacker, Baylor.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Was that a little nature boy like right there? A buffalo wing and just wrap it off. Oh, get some pressure. Look at that. Threw a little nature boy in the end, didn't it?
Everybody drunk. And look, my skepticism about some of these picks is not to be confused with me not giving them a chance. I'm just skeptical. I'm not going to come out here and say, oh, this player's terrible when they have not played a snap. I think sometimes that gets confused. But I am skeptical of these picks, not picks that largely the people in the community thought was right. And then also, hey, this guy has a history of not having the great selections there. So I'm going to be skeptical of it. But ultimately, I'm not dead set on this being wrong. So if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's okay. but I am skeptical. Ray Rag says, I trust Barry enough to almost give any pick he has a chance. He's done enough good team that I don't have to like every pick, but I will give him a chance. Yeah, same with me. I'm going to give Alex Wright a chance, But if he stinks and we're sitting here talking about Myles Garrett getting triple teamed, then I'm going to be pissed off about that because that's a miss.
Hello, Vegas! With the 90th pick in 22 NFL draft, the Las Vegas.
So Jake likes this pick. I don't like this pick, but Jake does. So, hey, I like Jake. I think Jake has a very bright opinion on these things. So maybe Jake is right. I'm wrong. Is he related to the other Parham? They got Dylan Parham out of Memphis. All right, so there's an update in this Baker Mayfield whole trade fiasco. I'm gonna read out from Jeff Howe. Now it's not that big of an update, so don't get too excited. The Browns and Panthers have made progress in negotiation trades involving the Baker Mayfield, according to the source, but the Panthers aren't the only team involved in discussions. Browns have been prepared to pay a proportion of Baker Mayfield's salary to facilitate the trade. They are willing to pay a portion of the salary to get rid of Baker Mayfield. We just don't know what the compensation is going to be, including next year. But we do know that a trade seems to be close because there are other teams involved, which will hurry up the process a bit. Again, Malik Willis being off the board now opens those conversations wide open because now Ritter, Pickett, Willis, they're all gone. Those are the guys that you might have felt like you could have taken over Baker Mayfield. I would say Willis may be the only one that I would go with. But yeah, those are the guys that people could go with there. And now, you kind of sit back and wait. We'll see. We'll see. We're at pick 91. The Browns have their next pick at 99. That'll be the last pick for them. Second to last pick of the day. And then they'll pack it up and get on out of here. All right. Come on, let's get this over with. Let's get this over with. Yeah, we got another third round pick here. We got another third round pick. All right, Tampa Bay's up.
St. Jude fundraiser, Run Rich Run, held at the Rose Bowl just last week. 5 members of the Legends community, along with some philanthropists, running at the Rose Bowl to raise as much money for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to get a bit better, make sure families who go there never see a bill for anything. So whatever you can do is please donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, NFL.com/runrichrun, and then stay tuned to our draft coverage on Saturday for the results of everything. This just in, somebody from the Legends community ran really, really fast. And we should stay tuned for that. So we just saw Wayne Newton and Donnie Osmond and Willis went to the Titans. And Kobe Dean fell all the way to the 83rd overall pick due to medical concerns. And the Eagles grabbed him. Desmond Ridder is a Falcon. It's now time for the 81st overall pick. The final 14 picks of the night. It's time for the Buccaneers to make a selection. I'm going to roll over to groggy in the middle of the night. Wonder if this really all just happened. I know, right? It's like Vegas.
With the 91st pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers select Rachaad White, running back, Arizona State.
Well, running back, huh?
Running backs. They're pretty fired up in the room there. Jason Light, CBA.
Okay, good.
Rachaad White, again, another good size back, 214 pounds. You go back to 2020, average 10 yards a carry. Just a real gliding runner.
Man, I'd be shocked if Cincinnati didn't take a tackle here.
Line of scrimmage can run a little bit high at times, a little bit narrow, but he's got some juice. Ran 4.48. He had 43 catches, so he's involved in the passing game, which is a must if you're going to go play with Tom Brady in that Tampa offense, guys.
Why are these damn bots just...
And you said that COVID year, only 4 games, 10 yards a pop, but then he came back and did have 1,000 yards last year. I thought he looked a little out of place at times between the tackles, but when he was loose outside, CD, he was fluid.
Senior Bowl week really helped his stock because he did do a little bit more of that running inside and caught the eye of some people along the way. And he's a great compliment to Leonard Fournette in the backfield down for Tampa.
All right, so let's have a realistic talk about what the real expectations for the Browns pick should be right now, right? They did not have a pick till the 3rd round. So if they get 2 starters out of this draft, it's probably a really good thing.
With the 92nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Green Bay Packers select Sean Ryan, tackle from UCLA. Go Packers!
That boy Shaq West went from the biggest star on the planet with the Mo Bamba song to announcing a damn 3rd round pick. Shaq West. Shaq West.
Lower half, you can see how big his lower half is. Big button thighs, Charles. That looks like a guard to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Remember they got the young man, Royce Newman, out of Ole Miss last year, came to the Packers. I think he has a chance to slide inside. I also think Green Bay, Joel, wants to get Elton James back inside at guard and find a tackle on that right side.
You got to also understand that Chip Kelly has been trying to get them more into that running team, less the finesse team, and they were trying to get tougher at the line of scrimmage. And this year they did that, and he was a big reason why they were able to run the football and have a much better year.
Yeah, people have forgotten that his incarnation in Oregon was a running football team first. That's what they
run spread. That's all it was.
Guys, I say we don't play a doctor. We don't play a doctor on TV, but doctor disrespect, Mike. It is time for him to announce. 49ers led a selection.
They just be having anybody out here selecting these picks.
With the 93rd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. The San Francisco 49ers select Tyrion Davis-Price.
Oh, Terrion. I was like, oh.
I guarantee he knows him as a streamer. All right, you got a big time running back from LSU. What do you know? It's another year. They push running backs on a yearly basis. Downhill runner. What he does to free safeties out in the open field. There's an example of it right there against A&M. He's got tremendous patience. There's a lot of ability here. See the vision and the patience. Plays behind his blockers, especially against Florida. Yeah, oh my gosh.
All right, man. Is that the Panthers?
Him showing you the vision and the feel inside. You talked about White maybe not being as comfortable between the tackles. Davis-Price, very comfortable.
What about Justin Ross if Perrion is gone at 99? I'd rather go Khalil Shakir. Thank you for the super chat. So they'll probably go Justin Ross. I think you get Justin Ross in the 4th round. But knowing how things have gone with wide receivers, it might not be true. That's absolutely disrespectful. Somebody implied that Baker Mayfield could maybe be a top 5 quarterback in the USFL. Come on, man. That's wild. That's wild. Baker will at least be top 3. He wants me to I don't want to restrict the chat because sometimes other teams be coming in here. That'd be fun. But yeah, just ban the bots as they come up. And we got money for Debo. We got money for Debo. We ain't got the damn assets to go get him. Stop doing this, y'all. Y'all keep telling me Perrion there. I already know. I already know what's about to go down. I'm not about to do it to myself again. 3rd time. Fool me once. Shame on me. Fool me twice. Can't be fooled again. But we'll see. We'll see. We're getting close. Panthers got another. They traded back in? For who and for what?
I'm what you call a boutique hotel. I'm looking to provide a more unique experience. Do you like single origin coffee over a game of chess? Me too.
Ooh.
Verizon is going ultra.
And let's be real. Let's be real, because I see a lot of panicking going on. Even if this draft sucks, it don't matter. We wasn't relying on a starter to come from this draft. Like, you might have wanted a starter, but like, even if this draft sucks, we'll be all right. The main acquisitions this year were Amari Cooper and Deshaun Watson. You're still getting those guys. So even if this draft is terrible, which it might not be terrible, it don't matter that much. So take my criticism with that in mind. That, yeah, don't like this draft. That don't mean I think the Browns going to be terrible. Not all things have to go in a straight line. Omni-bat, I heard copium high. You're probably a Steeler fan and you took Kenny Pickett at 20. I know you ain't talking about no goddamn copium.
So what does that mean about their willingness to take Baker Mayfield? This is a big time moment in this draft, and then obviously a lot of stuff going on with Cleveland writ large.
The New England Patriots have traded the 94th pick to the Carolina Panthers. With the 94th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select Matt Corral, quarterback, Ole Miss.
Well, Baker trade's dead.
me of Zach Wilson just coming out because of the twitch with which they play. A lot of twitch in his release as well as in his feet. The pocket movement, very comfortable sliding around, moving in there. Here's some of the twitch that you see, just how quick the ball just snaps off his ear. It's such a quick release. Lots of RPOs in this offense with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss. Very comfortable in there. Another example here. Just watch how quick his hands are. We talk about the hands of a shortstop, an infielder. That's what he reminds me of, the way he throws from the pocket. Extremely athletic. He can create, make plays with his arm, and then take off and run. There's a game in the SEC where he had 30 carries, guys. This is something he's not going to be able to do as much going forward. He's got to protect himself. But, Joel, this guy, there's a lot of twitch. That's the word that comes to mind when I watch him.
There's also a lot of free throws in this offense with Lane Kiffin. He dials up wins for his quarterback and wins in pre-snap. Here's a little fake bubble screen on the outside. Look at that. I mean, that's just wide open. You just lob it down the field. He has a great arm. But keep in mind, 60% of his throws were RPO, run-pass option. Action, so he doesn't operate from the pocket quite as much as some of these other guys. I think that's why Ritter went number 2. I think that's why we obviously got Pickett as the first quarterback taken, because those two guys operated from the pocket.
Ian Rappaport, what does this mean?
Well, first of all, Rich, it means that the Baker Mayfield talks with the Cleveland Browns have stalled. And the Carolina Panthers, football-wise, thought Matt Corral had the best film, hands down. But this is about a lot more than that. There's a lot of work required here to make sure they are comfortable off the field with the person. He dealt with a multitude of issues, including alcohol and related issues. He admitted publicly to battling depression, unreliable behavior off the field, and he really struggled in some interviews with teams. That said, the talent is enough to make the Carolina Panthers take a shot with Corral here.
Wow. So one would think with Darnold there and Corral that's it for their interest level, potentially, if Baker Mayfield there. Seattle hasn't chosen a quarterback.
All right, this is going to be Perry in it.
Earlier this month on a podcast that he thought that was his best destination.
I think he was right about that. That seemed like central casting, Rich. Baker Mayfield getting another shot.
That's wild to me that they would rather go Matt Corral, who has all kind of issues just like Baker Mayfield, over Baker Mayfield. That don't make no sense to me. Like, even as somebody who's very low on him, that's crazy.
Just 4 years ago. And here we are in 2022. That was in 2018 in Dallas. We're here in Vegas. It's the Bengals' next selection.
With the 95th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Zachary Carter, defensive tackle.
Wow, it went Zachary Carter? Absolutely not. No, they were both at the Senior Bowl together. Kerryon was clearly a better player. This is all right. I'm not tripping. They tripping on this. They tripping. That's tripping. Zachary, no, he has a good first step though. But other than that, he's slower than you would want him to be. Scott Wood says you'll have to excuse my ignorance here, but what's the advantage here? The Browns, if there is the Browns cut Baker, you don't save anything on the cap. Then what do you save? A favor to Baker? You save yourself a headache. Like, we're only thinking of this as tools, or we're really only thinking this like one way, very binary. Oh, does it save us money or not? No, but it does save you a headache. You don't have to go in and fine a player for not showing up to camp, or have Baker show up there and things be really awkward. You don't have to deal with the questions anymore. Like, it's just a headache that looms over your team for the entire time that kind of puts a cloud over everything. And you can say those things don't matter, but time and time again, we see that shit does matter. I'm the only one that likes Perrion Winfrey. I'm definitely not. Nah, I saw them both at the Senior Bowl. Nobody thought Zachary Carter was a better player or prospect than Perrion Winfrey coming out. That's a ridiculous one. I'll go 10 toes down on that shit right here. I'll go 10 toes down on that. F all that. 10 toes down on it. What are you talking about? Yeah, that's the Bengals' problem, though. Ultimately, I'm happy they made that pick. That's true. That is true. All right, we have pick 97. Browns pick is like what, 3 picks away, and then we'll end the night. Ray Rag says if he's there at 99, I'll definitely be punching air. We need D tackle more than any other position. It's not just need, right? I genuinely think he's been the best player available for like 13 picks at the very least. Like the last 3 times they went up there, I felt like that was best player available. DB Dog says Perrion at 99 could be just what the Browns need, a pissed off big fella in the middle to prove everybody wrong. I mean, I don't think it takes that much to piss that man off. I've seen his tape. You know what I got to do? I got to switch to the ESPN feed because this NFL Network feed been bad luck, man. Let's go back to the ESPN one. It's the feed that's the problem. We're going to go back to ESPN. That's the problem.
Which basically means we don't know why these picks are. Well, they like why they get these picks. It's the term confidential. The Bengals also took Zachary Carter just before Nick Cross, who's a defensive tackle from Florida. So as we get into this compensatory stage, anybody tonight that you feel like is either a terrific pick or a team that's done a particularly good job? Wow, I would have to look at the list that I wrote down. Let me see. I would defer to David. You can come back to me with that question. Yeah. I go the Eagles. I like what the Eagles did because, again, A.J. Brown counts for them. Jordan Davis, Cam Jurgens. I think you just
come on now. There's no excuse. If he gets to 99, there's no excuse. He is the best player available. Quincy, would you agree the 2022 draft is very trade happy? Many surprises here for sure. Max Nilikenko, yep. That's definitely trade happy.
And now general managers are telling you again, reminding you, it's the second most important position in the NFL. That wasn't always the case. It was defensive end, left tackle, even running back at one point. But now wide receivers firmly the number 2 position. We're seeing it with all these guys come off the board. You know, the Bengals went to the Super Bowl once and used all 3 picks on defense so far tonight.
Lions selection. Please welcome 19 Heisman Trophy winner, Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Is that Barry Sanders? Yep. Sly says we're going to pick Kareem Hunt replacement this year the way Andrew Berry picking. Baby.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for that warm welcome. And with the 97th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Detroit Lions select Kirby Joseph, defensive back, Illinois.
All right, that's a good pick. Nah, I like Kirby Joseph.
They eventually are going to flip out over this pick. You know? Here's one. I mean, I could do them all. You feel me? When I was little, I used to do backflips on my bed matches. I practice it, like doing aerial flips, front flips, kick flips. I do them all. Try to do a backflip off my roof. I landed it, but it was like, I was like, no, like, that was a little too crazy for me. I'm like 10 years old. So I was like, I had to chill off on that. And what I really like is the cartwheel, when I cartwheel into a backflip.
Stop spoiling.
Oh, I got a whole bunch of celebrations. I'm definitely going to show some love when I get to the NFL. I got a flip that nobody's seen.
All right, man. For the time today, we could potentially be doing the same. This is torture at this point. This is torture because if we don't take them here, it could be possible we could do this again tomorrow. I ain't be live on that tomorrow, but it's possible. Jonathan Staten says either he knew Perrion would be there or some bad rumors turned him off of the content. I don't know. If we get a punter, God, I'm going to lose my mind. Absolutely not. If I would rage quit. I would rage quit. They didn't even announce that damn pick. Brian Robinson to the Commanders.
Commanders, and they go back to Nick Saban's team in Alabama. They took Fedarian Mathis earlier. Now they take Brian Robinson, veteran running back who had to wait his term.
Yeah, I would lose my mind too, feeling dangerous.
Najee Harris before he got to be the primary back.
But he did. That's what I love about the kid. He waited. He didn't get the transfer portal. He didn't whine. He just worked. Exactly. And I tell you what, he made himself into a heck of a player. The dude's physical. He is so tough. He will get what's there and some. He does an unbelievable job of the backstory of what Reese just said impresses me the most. Physical hammer, stays determined, kept working throughout.
Very strong, man. Built like a
Miles Jaden, maybe players capital in Baker Mayfield trade to get a bigger return. I don't know. No Baker Mayfield trade happened at this point, right? Well, no big Baker Mayfield trade. No spoiling in chat. Got commercials up now. I got to hide chat so I don't get it spoiled for me. Ray Rag says if he values punter more than defensive tackle, I would definitely start to question the front office. Now that's one of them things that you're allowed to question on site. I don't care who does it. That could have been goddamn Ozzie Newsome that does that. You could question that one on site. That's some dumb shit. That is some dumb shit. Are they going to show the selection? Browns select David Bell out of Purdue. I don't hate that. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. David Bell out of Purdue. Still got a chance at Perrion in the fourth. That's fucked up. I don't hate that pick. Not at all. David Bell. I don't give a single damn about any of these grades on the pass rush. I don't care. It's a solid pick. It's my favorite pick they've made so far. Hey, at the end of the day, you know what? If the Browns tomorrow can get Perrion and Haskell Garrett, they're not going to draft Haskell Garrett. It just seems like that's out the question. But if they get Perrion and Haskell Garrett, I'm good on that. Good draft. Perrion, Haskell Garrett, David Bell. I'm happy. I'm ultimately happy. They can turn this around tomorrow, man. They can turn this around tomorrow. Perion Winfrey must have popped a bad drug test or something. This don't make any sense.
Now that they finally have it, they've been celebrating in fine fashion. The hometown team hasn't been particularly busy because of the moves, but here are some recent picks that have been made. We told you about Kirby Joseph and Brian Robinson, and David Bell, wide receiver from Purdue, is going to Cleveland. Now, chose to stay at Purdue very quickly.
All right, the Cardinals pick Majay Sanders, and that's it for the 4th round.
Really instrumental, has never missed one of his games. She's in a wheelchair right now, but David has a tight relationship with her that was important to him.
So the Browns take a corner, an edge rusher, and a wide receiver. They have 3 picks in the 4th round tomorrow. We'll see what they do here. David Bell is an interesting guy. His 40-yard dash was a bit abysmal, right? 4.77. He improved it to a 4.58 at his pro day. I don't know what the hell his 40 time is. His tape is good though. I do like his tape. Interesting guy. See if he could stick. Again, getting open is a skill in the NFL. Kind of reminds you a little bit of a Jarvis Landry coming out. Not as like tremendously athletic as far as like the tremendous catchability. But yeah, David Bell, I like him a lot. Reminds me of Jarvis Landry. Not a bad pick there. Could have done a lot worse. But, you know, athleticism is a bit of a question there. Tomorrow they can have a chance to get those defensive tackles that I want them to get so badly. Maybe that's where they go and get a Perion or get a Haskell or whoever it is at this point. As long as it's not like John Ridgeway or something like that, right? Then I'll be all right. But yeah, that's been the 3rd round. In the 2nd round, bit of an up and down day. Didn't love some of these picks. I didn't love the value for some of these picks or the positional need for some of these picks. But hey, man, that's my thoughts on this. Let me make sure I clear out these super chats before I head out. Yeah, Bell's like Jarvis. He landed a terrible 40 time, man. Aaron Zork says Bell a full second faster than Jarvis. Let's go. Well, his official 40 at the combine was about the same. Well, no, Jarvis was 4.78. I think he was 4.77. So they're about the same there. He ran slower than Jordan Davis. You can believe that. If Neil Farrell goes before Perion, that would be wild. Yeah, that's where I would just like, okay, Perion stabs somebody if that happens. It kind of was like that with Zachary Carter, because there's no way anybody at the Senior Bowl could think that Zachary Carter would be a better prospect than Perion Winfrey. I'm kind of concerned. Did he stab somebody? Like, what's going on? Did he cuss somebody out in a meeting or something? Did he no-show some meetings? Like, what the hell did he do? Because this makes no sense. Like, say what you want. He was Senior Bowl MVP and Senior Bowl week MVP. He was clearly the best defensive tackle at the Senior Bowl by everybody who was there. And he goes behind like 3 dudes in the Senior Bowl. Like, something happened. That's a little weird, right? Maybe that's what's pushing guys off, is that nobody knows why he's falling, but that's a little weird to me. We'll see what kicks out there. But a huge fall for Perion Winfrey for a guy that, you know, the Draft Network had this dude as the 33rd ranked prospect. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just me. So we'll see. We'll see. Sly, 3rd pick in the 4th round, still a chance. Yeah, still a chance there. I'm wondering why he fell that far. We'll find out more. I have more complete videos on these picks as the week goes on. But again, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you guys for joining. Over 1,000 people for a very long time in this stream. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, watching my misery, laughing, putting salt in my wounds, but also cheering me up, picking me up too, and talking football with me. But y'all guys have a great day. Have a good night, man.